How's it going, YouTube? As you guys are starting to load up in over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe if you have not already. If you're ever on TikTok, double tap that phone screen, hit that share, copy, and link, repost live, do all the good things. If you're a Trump supporter, as always, hop up in the guest box. I'd love to debate you. We have some things to go over. First off, Donald Trump is 80 years old. And studies show that it's 6.7 times more likely for someone to pass away around or on their birthday. And we're seeing Donald Trump's health decline. He's seen 22 specialists within the last year and a half, more than his first term, more than Biden, Obama, all of the above, Bush's, both of them. And we're also noticing that he hasn't been standing up for a long period of time. He can't walk in a straight line. His right leg looks like it gives out at times, and more bruises are appearing within his body. We also have the UFC fight today that got delayed by 1 hour already. As of an hour ago, delayed an hour because of the weather. Because of the weather. And also, a deal was signed with Iran today. Pakistan Prime Minister and President Donald Trump of the United States of America said that a deal was signed. Keep in mind, this is a memorandum. This is not an official deal. This deal will include the toll-free Strait of Hormuz passage and the end of the U.S. naval blockade. Now, my only question is, we're in the worse spot than we were prior to the JCPOA, right? Because everything might be true, right? There could be a toll ending. There could be ending of the U.S. naval blockade and a pause on the strikes. But at the same time, this could restart at any moment. As we saw today, Israel attacked Beirut, and Iran did not respond. But at any moment, Israel, the United States, Iran could attack. This is a very fragile deal. So it's going to be signed in Switzerland, this memorandum, on June 19th. So stay tuned for that. That's all I have for you guys now. Make sure to join up in the guest box if you're a Trump supporter.
Hello.
Support Donald Trump.
No, but I did want to talk about that picture behind you. I'm not a Democrat, I'm a conservative, but I think that there's a lot that is misconstrued with Epstein and Trump, and I wanted to talk to you about it.
Sure, what about?
Okay. Do you believe that Trump is guilty about everything he did on Epstein Island? Do you believe that? Or I guess
more likely than not.
Okay. Do you know whenever that picture was taken?
Taken a while ago. I don't know the exact date.
All right, so it was taken in 2001, and every other picture that was taken with Trump and Epstein was prior to 1998. 1998 was whenever Epstein bought his island. That specific picture there was it was at Trump's party in Mar-a-Lago, and this picture, it kind of pisses me off because a lot of people take this picture and oh my gosh, look, they're best friends. Trump took a picture with over 100 people at this party, and so I think it's just Epstein and Michael Jackson took a picture together. Do you think that they're best friends because of that? No.
I don't think they're best friends, but I think there's reason to believe that Michael Jackson could have been a pedophile. I don't hold that belief because of the flaws within the testimonies of people, and also because the cases didn't go anywhere because of the lack of evidence. But there are some people who believe that they do believe the victims of Michael Jackson allegedly. So I think there is reason to believe that. It just depends on what perspective you look at it. In reference to Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, well, yeah, they were best friends for over a decade.
So you do think that they were best friends? Okay. Do you know about Trump kicking Epstein off of Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, he kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein started what's it called?
He had inappropriate relations with another member's teenage daughter.
I guess for lack of better words, Jeffrey Epstein started stealing his masseuses at his place, but it was only the second time Jeffrey Epstein did it. My only question is, why didn't Trump do it the first time, right? The first time Jeffrey Epstein stole one of the masseuses, why didn't he kick him out? Why did he wait?
It wasn't stealing one of the masseuses. The father came out and spoke about.
I don't know the exact.
It was another member. It was another member that brought his daughter up there to Mar-a-Lago, and Epstein started inappropriately having relations with said daughter, and Trump kicked him out because of that.
The point is, he did it the second time, not the first time. This happened on two different occasions.
Can you verify? Like, tell me the source of what what the first time was. I've never heard of this before.
Sure, give me a second. What other points do you want to bring up?
Just the fact that like who called the police on Epstein?
No idea. I don't know.
Trump.
Who did?
Trump did, bro.
Not
Trump
true.
is the one that called Epstein.
When? What year? What year?
I think that was, what was it? 2011?
No, what you're referring to is going to be 2006 when Donald Trump called the sheriff's department and said, "I'm glad you arrested Jeffrey Epstein. We all knew what he was doing, and actually go investigate Ghislaine Maxwell." All this proves is that he himself knew what Jeffrey Epstein was doing, but he didn't tell anyone until after he got caught. So no, he never snitched on Jeffrey Epstein, quote unquote.
Until after he got caught.
He wasn't like a.
When was he arrested?
06.
Yeah. So yes, Trump was the one that caught. Listen, if
Trump
like
wasn't
if
the
you
one that
talk
told
to
on him.
anybody,
No,
if you talk
hold on.
to anybody,
You misunderstood. Trump wasn't the one who told on him. Trump called the sheriff's department after he was arrested.
no, he was. No, that's not true.
That is quite literally true.
No, it's.
Okay, what's your source that he
not.
told on him? What's your source?
Sorry, I have to. I'm not on a
Sure,
computer.
you're
right
good.
now. Let me.
And that's it. Sure, you guys are double tapping that phone screen if you have not already. My source is going to be ABC.
Okay,
It
yeah,
says,
you're right.
And I quote, "Thank goodness
You're
you're
right.
stopping him." Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. It was in.
Donald
It was
Trump
in
never
June.
told on him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess you're right in that. But also, like, do you know the testimony of Virginia?
Giuffre. Right?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know like all of it, but I know like what it's referring to. Sure. What about it?
Just like the fact that she was telling everyone that Trump was innocent, and not only that, but there was an interview that was done where somebody asked, she was like saying, "I hate to ask this. I can't remember what news source or what news place it was, but it was they asked like, did you ever see Trump on the islands?" And like every single one of them answered no. And
What
so,
about Jane Doe number 4, who said that Jeffrey Epstein? Hold on. Do you believe all of like the Jeffrey Epstein victims?
I haven't looked into all of those.
So then,
But
what
it's
about
like it's
the
because it's
victim
like
of Jeffrey
undoubtedly
Epstein?
that Epstein is sorry, my friends are texting me. Sorry, what was it?
What about the victim of Jeffrey Epstein, who said Jeffrey Epstein trafficked her to Donald Trump? Do you believe her?
The Jane Doe.
Jane Doe number 4, yeah.
Okay, so multiple of those. I'm thinking you're
She also
referring
won a
to.
settlement. She won a settlement with the Jeffrey Epstein estate.
Oh, okay. Settlements. Those I'm very confused about, because if you're really wanting justice, do you want money or if somebody like really did something to you, do you want money or do you want justice?
Jeffrey Epstein was already dead.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about with like
So the
Trump.
settlement happened after
With
he
Trump.
was dead. No, this wasn't about Trump.
Who settled?
She got a settlement with the Jeffrey Epstein estate, not Trump. So the settlement that she got was with Jeffrey Epstein estate, and she was deemed credible by the first Trump admin. And then she also accused Jeffrey Epstein of trafficking her to Donald Trump.
Wait, no, this is talking about the portion of the Epstein files when like all of those Jane Does came out, and like there was, and I just like, or the FBI hotline tips. Is that what you're referring to?
No, those are different. That's where I could give you some like examples of like them eating babies, but no, that's different.
That eating babies. I hope that you know that, like, you also can acknowledge that that's most likely BS. It's more likely false than true.
I mean, I can acknowledge. I feel like I haven't done too much research on that. All I've read was like you said, the FBI call logs and what was said. So I'm agnostic on that.
Yeah. Okay, so with the FBI hotline tips, it was proven that like one of those ladies was in a mental facility. Like she's like been diagnosed as like mentally insane. And like there's just like so many people that didn't come out about it, and there's been actual victims that have come about other people, such as Stephen Hawking and Bill Clinton. Which, by the way, the Clintons still haven't shown up to their court dates. Which, like, I don't know what
to their hearings. Yeah, they did.
Was that what it happened like
months
recently,
ago.
like recently after a year, but it's just like
Hold
I
on,
really
But are
the
you?
only
Are
thing.
you? Is there like another hearing that they were supposed to go to? Because if so, like that's
Yeah.
bad. I like Pam. Because all I
Yeah.
know is that they had one hearing. They both went and they both answered questions.
So there was
I know
one
Pam
hearing
Bondi's the
before
only
that
one
that
who
they
didn't
didn't go to. There was one before that they didn't go to, but they showed up to one that was only like 4 months ago.
I think also Bill Clinton's probably guilty. He should also be investigated and probably be
But
put in prison.
but the difference is that there was witnesses that like came out with names and actual proof. Like they came out like full blown against Bill Clinton, but nobody with their name has come out with against Trump. And I feel like Trump is like the number one most hated guy right now. Like I'm not even a Trump supporter, but this Epstein stuff is pissing me off because like there's like
Do you
legitimately
want
like
Trump
nothing.
investigated?
Yeah, absolutely. I would
Then
want.
we don't. There's no disagreement.
Okay, I'm just like talking like because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to Epstein and Trump. Because like everyone,
Sure, but
like
what
legitimately,
I'm saying right now, all I'm saying is what's in the Epstein files and what's been verified. It was verified that this phone call, he didn't he didn't snitch on Jeffrey Epstein. He just said, "Thank goodness you're doing this." It is verified that Donald Trump sent a 50th birthday card to Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, today's his birthday, 30 years ago. Well, how old is? I don't know, maybe 30 years ago, around there. Because Donald Trump wasn't 50, it was Jeffrey Epstein. Whatever. A couple of decades ago, Donald Trump sent a birthday card to Jeffrey Epstein saying, "May every day be another wonderful secret." And that's verified, right? We have the card.
yeah.
There's so many things that are verified here. I mean, Jane Doe number 4, all of these different like the FBI tips, hotline tips, which you can say that they're not verified, but I think if they're not verified, we should still investigate them and verify if they're true
absolutely.
or not.
They did investigate a couple of them. That's why I talked about the lady that was like that got
but not all of them.
the diagnosed as mentally insane. But it just like I hope can you like at least agree that like it also makes you mad whenever people like say like crazy stuff about Trump about like the whole eating babies thing. That wasn't even Trump that was a part of that was accused of that. But it was other people, and people are like straight up are like Trump was eating babies.
the accusation. I didn't say Trump was eating. I know the FBI hotline tips was Donald Trump raping a child. That was the accusation. I don't know who got accused of like eating babies. I think it was.
I know, but it's just like, can you at least like? I'm a really big truth seeker because I don't even like. I'm a conservative, but I don't like aligning with either political party because I think each political party is full of lies, and so like it makes me really mad when people skew this out of like it. Basically, what I'm trying to say, I just think that
like you can agree, I haven't like taken it out of proportion.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that you can agree with it also.
I can agree that people, I can agree that like some people are using it for political purposes, and I completely disagree with that. The only main reason is the only main reason. I mean, I guess you can say this is for political purpose, but it's just to get Trump supporters up here, to get them like heated, to get them to request whatever. So some people use it for political purpose, want Trump to be investigated, but not Bill Clinton, not Les Wexner, not anyone else. I want everyone to be investigated. It doesn't matter if it's Bill Clinton, Les Wexner, the former from the Britain or whatever. What's his
Prince
name?
Andrew?
Prince Andrew, former prince. I want all of them to be investigated. I don't care
can
who
respect
left,
that.
right. I don't care who it is. I want all of them to be investigated. As you said, you also want Donald Trump to be investigated. I feel like that's a common sense view.
I think that
if Donald Trump is not guilty, if Donald Trump's not guilty and it's found in a court of law that he did nothing wrong, okay, that's great. Arrest the ones who did do stuff wrong.
All right, perfect. We can totally agree on that. I do have like one other question though, and not regarding the Epstein, but
Sure.
I'm just like curious. What do you if you could control what I just broadly in general, like what do you not like about Trump? What policies?
Foreign policy, domestic policy.
What specifically? Like you don't support the Iran war?
No, I don't support the Iran war. The tariffs, it's going to be foreign and domestic technically.
Yeah.
And it is like big beautiful bill.
Okay. I actually really agree with you on the Iran and tariffs. But are you an ICE supporter? Do you support ICE?
No.
Do you support any form of it? Or did you like support it under Obama or just like not under
No, I
Trump?
don't support any form of it.
Okay. So are you a leftist, I assume?
I wouldn't consider myself like a leftist. I'm like a progressive. 'Cause I
Okay.
know leftists. I mean, you can like find some leftists that are like social. I'm not a full socialist. I'm a democratic socialist. So
Okay, gotcha. What
yeah.
do you not support about ICE?
I just think ICE is unethical. I think it was created what 20-ish years ago now. No,
Yeah, it
20,
happened right
22
after
years.
it happened right
It
after
happened right after
9/11.
9/11. So my point
Yeah.
is here, we don't need ICE. Tens of billions of dollars go to ICE. We don't need it. Before ICE, we had other agencies. Now, if I had to like concede, I would just agree with like ICE with like reformed. If I
Okay.
had to concede, I would just do like ICE with reform, make them wear body cams, not wear masks.
You know, Trump actually did that.
That
He
sort of
made them wear.
thing.
He just put in a law that you have to wear body cams. ICE agents do.
I've not heard of that. I know I mean, actually, that might be true. I haven't heard of that though. I'll have to fact
It's
check that.
yeah. I recently found. I think it was
Like
only. It happened
not
after.
just like body cams, like face masks off.
Well, I kind of
Not
support the face
profiling.
masks. I kind of support the face mask because I mean, right now ICE is like incredibly targeted. Like people are showing up to their houses and stuff. And so like I can imagine like someone taking a picture being like, "Let's find this person," because that's definitely happened a few times.
That's because of the other things that they're doing, like profiling. Um, like not wearing body cams, like murdering people. Right, and I don't agree with
Okay.
like targeting individuals. Obviously, I don't condone that. I disagree with that, but I still think like police officers they also deal with that.
I
And
mean,
they're
right
aware of
after
that.
2020, the BLM protest, the police officers had to wear masks because they were like so targeted during that time.
Sure, I mean, like I said, I can agree with you. Like in some instances, it could be justified, but I think overall, these individuals should like police officers or I should not be wearing face
So do
masks.
you
I would
think
disagree
that?
with a
So
police
you said
officer.
earlier that it was unethical. What about it is unethical?
I think ICE right now, the way the profiling they're doing, the murders that have happened, and I think just deportations in general, I disagree with them.
Okay, do you support borders? Just like out of
Yes.
curiosity. Okay, so what do you think that the law should be whenever someone comes over the border illegally?
Um, like right now, or if like this it was
Like
already a
if you were
perfect
to
world and
change it
everything.
in an
Like
instant,
okay,
what the
right.
law would be.
I guess it's like it's more in depth. I would obviously like have to. First, I would provide mass amnesty for everyone who's in here undocumented. Then I would fix the legal system to make it quicker and less expensive. There to incentivize people to come in legally. And then then that would decrease the amount of undocumented entry. And then we can like if they are like violent criminals, we can deport them. The ones who do come in undocumented.
Well, I think that that would just lead to like an overpopulation in the US. Like I don't think I can condone that. Having people if we make it way easier to come in here. I mean, it is a privilege to live in America. And I think that people should have to like earn that privilege. Of course, it's like unfortunate that there's people that are like born in less fortunate states, but like America is like where if we have just like open borders or not open borders, but make it way easier for
I'd
some
argue like
to
Trump
come
has
in.
open borders right now.
Yeah, I don't like Trump right now when his in
Deportations,
Homeland Security. I
apprehensions,
don't.
they're all down. They're all down.
I know it's
Deportations,
pissing me off.
apprehensions.
It's pissing me off
He
right
has a
now.
really open border. Like there's three things that determine whether if a border is open. It's apprehensions,
I know it's
deportations, and
making me
encounters. They're all
mad.
down, right? So
It's
I think
making me
like
really mad right now. But the thing
obviously I
is,
don't agree with like open borders, but I think that like I would be okay with like a 1 to 2% population growth every year. So I think that's an instance, and I think like obviously it's a bad thing.
1 to 2 so like a billion people.
I think it's like
What is that
3
point?
million.
300, 3 million?
3 million to
Yeah,
5
3
million probably.
million.
Yeah.
3 million. So like, okay, so the thing is, I have a problem with that because, I mean, just like picture this into another country. Let's say that Japan had this. Do you think if people from all over the world came into Japan and like eventually in like 50 years, it's going to be like completely populated with people with all over, like all different ethnicities and all that. Do you think that that's Japan still? Because I think that like countries have to do with not just like the borders around it, but also the people inside it.
Culture, yeah, I think American culture is a
Yeah.
melting pot.
Well, what does melting pot mean?
Bunch of different cultures.
No, it means it's assimilating. It's assimilating. That's what a melting pot is. You melt into it.
There's
You
still a
should
bunch of different cultures within the country. That's what I'm referring to when I say melting pot.
well, but that's also like the original intent of the word melting pot whenever it was first used was the assimilation, and for people to
Sure, how do
not
you want
just
them
like
to assimilate?
not completely give up their culture, but I think we have a really big problem
What's
right now
American
with
culture
people.
then?
Um, American culture, like, well, for me, I live in Texas, and so we're pretty like we have our own like I don't know like football games. Like if I picture that like just like football games, suburbs, like houses that have big yards. I don't know, like that's just like what's popping into my head right now. But like,
Okay,
um,
American culture is football, big yards.
well, not only I'm not only that, but like there's different foods
Is
that
it
are
like
like
white people?
no, I don't think it's white people. I mean, there's people that live here that are black. There's people that are
So then
born
I
and
don't
raised here.
understand like what your point was about like Japan. Like obviously, American
Because like
culture
the
is gonna
different cultures that come in. I mean, America is not the same. American culture is not the same as Japanese culture.
uh, um there are aspects of Japanese culture within America. Yes.
Yes, but it's also like it's just like it's evident there's different cultures that can come and like overtake countries, and it's just like I
Okay.
don't think I can let that happen. I mean,
Why not?
could overtake the American culture. I mean, we can see this right now with different like cities in America that's like purely um like just like
Oh, New York, very diverse.
yeah, well I actually
Y'all
really
lost to the Knicks really bad.
yeah, I'm not a Spurs fan, but I'm not like I love New York. I love New York. I like that aspect.
New York is like very diverse.
I know, and I'm not saying that I'm against diversity, but also I think that diversity can be a problem, and I'm not completely for our country being split evenly within all cultures because I think it can be a problem. Like
So
for
what culture do you want to be the majority?
in America, American culture.
But you said American culture was just like
There's more to
football
it. I
or
can't just
something.
name. Yeah, there's more to it, but
So if like people from Japan play football and have big yards, like they fit into the American culture, right?
honestly, yeah. I mean, have you ever met somebody that's like a foreign exchange student? Like they
No,
notice a huge diff. Well, there's a bunch of kids that comes in. Like my school was I just graduated high
but
school,
like
but
I don't have a big yard and I don't like football. Am I not
I'm not
American?
saying those are the bro. You know I'm not saying those are the
But the
only
point
two.
is, like, you're not able to give me a definition of American culture. You're giving me examples. Like an example of American culture, you said it was football, a big yard, whatever. That's not really a definition of what American culture is. And I
Okay,
think
so
most
how
people,
would you
'cause
define it?
I can't define it. That's why I say it's a melting pot of all these different cultures that come together to create a great nation. That
So
is
what would you say
slowly
Japanese
falling
culture
apart.
is?
I couldn't give you an exact definition either.
Yeah, it's just like there's just different countries and there's different ways, different mannerisms, different there's different languages, different foods. Like it's all different. That's why people that come here that are foreign exchange students are just like it is so like the whole reason why I even
America is
brought
so
up
different.
yeah, America is so different. And the thing is I don't want
Like
it to be
within
any more
within the
different with people
states.
keep coming. I want it to stay how it is. I don't want people to come in here like so many groups of people coming in here and changing the way it is right now. I mean, I like of
White
course I'm
men
still
still
gonna
have a
I'm not I
majority in
don't
Congress. White Christians still have a majority in Congress.
I know, but I'm saying if we go with what were you saying like 1% to 2% growth every year of different countries, like I don't know what it is right now. I couldn't name it, but I mean if it's the same right now where we have 1 million people to 3 million people coming in, sorry, no, 3 million to 6 million people coming in every year, then like I
Only 4
probably
million came under Biden. Less than 4.
okay. Okay. I just honestly, I'm just also like I'm pretty. I mean, do you know for if we go back to what we were talking about with ICE, do you know who was the number one who goes after child sex traffickers and drug traffickers? Like what department goes after it the most? And like
You're gonna say ICE?
yes,
What's your source?
the DHS.
Let's fact check that. I've heard that claim, but never fact checked that. If it's true, it's true.
It was like 70%, 78%, I think, where because of ICE was narrowing
Was after
down
who you said? Who?
DHS.
Like, what does ICE go after the most? You said.
Drug traffickers, sex traffickers, child traffickers.
Let's just like fact check that. There's a HSI and FBI. Let's just like grant you that it's true. Okay. I think that the FBI also does that, and I think that they could also do that to a greater extent.
Yeah, but ICE specifically does it because sex traffickers and like they specifically like to go like put their base by the border because they understand how many illegal immigrants do come into the country every year and they take advantage of that. And it's really, really sad. I know under the Biden administration, over 300,000 migrant kids went missing. And they found 360,000 kids under the Trump administration that were missing previously, so like over tens of years. And like there's just like so much benefits to ICE. I like that's why I support it.
But these benefits could also happen under the FBI and other agencies.
But not to this extent because the FBI deals with a whole bunch of stuff, but ICE
Also,
and
like,
DHS
what's the
like
what's the source that 300 unaccompanied migrant children went missing? Because I'm looking at
hold
like
on, can
these representatives from Congress, and like they're fact checking this. This is one of Trump's claim, by the way. This is according to ABC. Trump claims Biden lost track of over 300,000 migrant children. Here's a fact check. So it fact checks it. It says experts say he's distorting the facts. You can search this up, by the way, but while I'm reading it, feel free to do so. I'm just going to read it. This is the first source that came up. We have quote. We have over 325,000 children here during Democrats, and this was done by Democrats who are right now slaves, sex slaves, or dead. Trump said. And what I will be doing is trying to find a way where they'll all go home back to their parents. He repeated similar claims on the campaign trail, blah, blah, blah. But immigration experts tell CBS News that the claims are misleading and misrepresented government data. Additionally, they say while some accompanied minors may have become victims of trafficking or other crimes, the government safely releases most of these children to vetted sponsors, often a family member, while their immigration costs.
Yeah, well, also some of those are unvetted. There's a lot that are unvetted. I think it was 200,000. If I may be wrong on this. I'm just trying to remember what I was, because I was in support of Trump in 2024 because of his presidency in 2016. I was a really big fan of it compared to Kamala. Like I thought that Trump was a way better candidate. I wish that somebody else is going to be picked for the Republican primary, but anyways,
one more thing here says this is like where it stems from. Republicans began making claims that more than 300,000 unaccompanied minors had been lost, quote unquote, after the Department of Homeland Security released a report in August which showed that Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, did not serve notices to appear in court to 291,000 children between the fiscal year of 2019 and May 2024. Additionally, 32,000 unaccompanied children failed to show up for immigration courts dates from the fiscal year 2019 and 2023. Notably, around half of this period occurred when Trump was president. The report did not specify the number of children who missed court appearances under each administration.
So they only did under the
It didn't even specify that these all 300, even if this was true, it wasn't just under Biden's administration. It was under Trump's in 2019 and 2020.
I can grant you that. But also like the fact that Trump found over 320,000 kids just in here. Let me find my source for that real quick.
Sure. Make sure you guys are double tapping that phone screen. Also, what I'm looking at Newsseek I think it's like a right leaning, like a center right. I could be mistaken, but they say it's half of what you're saying, so 146,000. I just want to like point that out there. That's the only number I'm seeing, but I'm trying to see if this is true.
So I might have gotten the 300,000 mix
worries.
with
I do that all the time.
but yeah.
I don't know like the actual. Let's say I just ran through this. Like 150,000 children were found. I don't know how they did this. I don't know what the claim. Like I don't know why they're claiming this, etc., etc. Let's say I ran through this. Sure. I mean, like if we had the FBI focus on this, they would have also found that and probably many more.
Well, the thing is, like with FBI, I've already said this. FBI focuses on like like crimes across like all nations. No, like ICE specifically, gets I'm sorry, undocumented.
Are you saying the FBI can't do this?
No, I'm saying they can, but I think it's more efficient to have departments that focus on like citizens, and then having departments that focus on non-citizens and making sure that like they're also like succumbing to their crimes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I would have to like concede if like I would be okay with Democrats conceding ICE on like just reforms like the ones that I previously mentioned. But I think like the FBI, we spend like what $10 billion to $15 billion, and with ICE we spend $80 plus whatever was in the big beautiful bill.
$80
a year alone. $80 billion. I don't know why I said 80 billion. So that's gonna be triple, quadruple the number that we spend on the FBI.
Yeah, I can grant you that. I don't think that we should be spending as much on ICE as we are right now. But it also like it can be circumstantial because of different methods, because they also have to like with ICE, I'm pretty sure with the budget they're also putting them in the facilities to hold them, and they have to take care of those. And so it's not just like
Those
paying
are
ICE
private
agents.
facilities in some instances too.
Yeah, some of them, but some of them are also public.
I think that's why there's so very very bad conditions like Delaney Hall.
Oh.
And what we've seen going on there. But like the FBI says that they found like 32,000 children in 2024, I believe. So I think if we like allocate some of like the ICE funding to the FBI, I think that it would be, and this was 2024, so that's not counting 2025. So it would be a greater number, probably something near the claim that Trump's ICE is making of 150. If we allocate some of that money to FBI, I think it could be possible, and I think that would be better.
Okay, I can kind of see. I disagree with you on that, but I also like I can kind of see your point. But earlier you were saying how like if you were like in a snip snap moment, you would grant, what was it? You would grant every non-citizen like to have citizenship in the U.S.
Yep.
Is that correct? I'm just like, why? And in my mind, it's not just like, oh, they were here illegal, but it's also like really unfair to legal citizens who had to go through the methods and had to go through the payments and the struggle to get into the country. Like to me, it's just really unfair to them.
It is, right?
Yeah. So then why would you just like grant? I mean, if I was in your position, I would say everyone that's here illegally.
Like if someone next to you, like for example, and this is gonna be a very intense scenario. There's a robbery happening in a store. It's two other people. The robber kills the person next to you. Is it then justified for the robber to also kill you because you survived, and that's not fair to the person who died?
Those aren't symmetrical, or those aren't symmetrical scenarios.
Not symmetrical.
Because
how is that like
death.
How is that asymmetrical?
It's death. I mean, it's like
it is death. But what I'm saying here, just because something is unjust because one person experienced it and the other didn't. Like for example, kids go hungry, right? Doesn't mean that kids should continue to go hungry even though some have. Right? That's what's symmetrical. The same way as that person died, but it doesn't mean you should die just because that person died. The same way as people have had gone through the difficult process, but people shouldn't, even though other people have.
Sure. This is why I'm very capitalist and very anti-socialist, because I think that, and anti-communist, is because I think that people have to earn their way up. And I think that like just being gifted that like moment, giving gifted that citizenship after people had have to work for it just because they're in the right place at the right time. I'm just very
So you
against that.
disagree with birthright citizenship?
Birthright, yes, I am against birthright citizenship, but it's because of the original context of
What
why
are the
we
two
put
longest
birthright
rivers? What are the two
citizenships.
longest rivers in America?
Is one of them the Mississippi?
Yeah, what's the other one?
I do not know.
Do you know who your governor is?
Yeah, Governor Abbott.
I'm trying to think of like the 100 questions that undocumented that immigrants are expected to take. Like I guarantee you, most Americans would like fail them absolutely.
Oh,
Who was president?
I had to take it. I had to take that in my government class.
Who was president during World War II or during World War II?
World War II. That was Roosevelt. Nope, that's wrong. I'm so wrong on that. For
No,
some reason.
you're right.
Oh,
I messed it up. World War I is Woodrow Wilson, I believe.
yes. That's yeah.
I meant to say World War One. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think
I
I
don't
think
remember
it's
all
a-
the questions, but like my
yeah,
point is
I
that like
think
most
it's a good
Americans that
thing.
are born here, like natural U.S. born citizens, would fail. They wouldn't get citizenship.
I agree with that. I think that's like I think we need to really focus on the his I think our education system is so buns in America. And I think that had partial to do with Department of Education. But like I think I can agree with you that I think that like right now citizens need to know more about the country and how we got here because that's why I'm
Trump
very
was like
prideful.
trying to take down things about slavery and national parks, right?
And I'm against that. I'm not a Trump supporter.
But like, hey, like Republicans, I feel like history is also like. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I know you're not a Trump supporter. Is there any other points you wanted to go over?
I mean, not really. I just like was scrolling and I saw this and I was like, ugh. So
Cool. Well, I appreciate you coming up here. You take care.
you too.
Moving on to the next guest, Jack. What's up, Aaron? How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
How old are you?
18 years old, actually.
Your BIOS is 20.
Yeah, that's not how old I am. That was not referred to be how old I am.
What is it referring to?
Well, that's referring to basically how many months I've been debating for.
How many hours are in a typical full-time work week?
What?
How many hours are in a typical full-time work week?
In a typical full-time work weeks, also for right now, I'm not working.
I don't trust you. Jack, how's it going? Do you support Trump?
Not really, but all I gotta say is Romney Ryan 2012. Let's go.
Moving on to the next guest. If you're a Trump supporter, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you, love to have a debate with you, love to have a conversation with you tonight. As always, we're looking for some debates. I'm probably gonna have to hit a restart, low key. If this guest isn't a Trump supporter, how's it going? Do you support Trump? They left. I'm gonna hit a restart, chat. I'll be back in like 10 seconds, so make sure you guys come back. I will be back. I lied. There's someone else in the queue. Never mind, they're not here. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. How's it going? We're back. We're back. How's it going? Knicks went crazy, low key. Yo, the Knicks went crazy. It was kind of like terrifying watching the numbers at first because like they were 15 down by quarter 3, and like that was like what a clutch, Okay, but the only thing is like why would you miss like one of the free throws, um, when like you're like only 3 points up? What are we doing? How's it going, YouTube? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. As always, we're looking for some debates. If you're out on YouTube, as always, like I said, hit that thumbs up, and hit that notification all. That was literally because they were down 9 back to 9. and then like it was an tie, and then like Spurs took a lead, and then they got back their lead by 3. Are aliens racist? Someone asked me over on YouTube. Absolutely. Makes one crazy. Never have, never will. W. Over on YouTube, we try to post like debates that already happened. So go check out the most recent one. I think I posted it yesterday or like 2 days ago. Go check it out. Hit that thumbs up on the most a day ago, yeah. Because there's 20 people over on YouTube watching. Again, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. If you guys are if you guys are on YouTube and you guys are like here daily, say 1 in the comments. Type. I don't know if YouTube heard me. No wonder California is billions in debt. California is the 4th largest economy. You can't just blame one president for what is done by Congress before Trump ever showed up. I think Trump's a symptom. They bankrupt California. Not true. He's better than Biden. I'd argue Trump's like top 5 worst, not top, low, bottom. What the freak? Trump is like 5 worst presidents, 5th, 4th, maybe. James Buchanan is 1st. Biden is like, I'd say like 6 or 7, one of those. And probably 8. You know, there's a couple people like Obama's up there. JFK. That's an excuse. Trump's a system. I said Trump is a symptom, not a system. Symptom. Did I really? Did I really what, Aaron? I didn't say system, I said symptom. But did I really what? Thank you for the follow, Will. Joe, the entire U.S. is in debt. I am aware. Do you really care why people support the president? Yes. Quite frankly, I do this for the grifting. I don't care. I don't care. Look at the top 10 states in reference to what? Biden's number 1 as the worst, second to Carter. Try being for your own people and country for a fucking change. I am for my people and country. MAGA are anti-American, patriotic. Most Democrats think Lincoln's the worst. Sell out your own people and country much daily, I bet. No, I'm not MAGA. Andrew Johnson, I think, is rated 3rd worst president, 4th. I know James Buchanan is 1st. Andrew Johnson, I don't know. Reagan. Reagan is up there. Down there. Reagan is down there. Life gets a lot easier if you don't worry about other people and their votes. I do worry about other people. Voted for Trump 3 times. UFC at the White House is a disgrace. Quote unquote Reagan was the best. I can tell you're a Trump supporter. What is it to debate that Trump's like top 5 not top 5 worst? Is it top 5 worst? That doesn't make any sense. Trump is the 5th worst president in American history. I keep saying top 5. It's not top. Jeremiah supports Trump, by the way. True. So true. This guy thinks the most words he puts, the more people he will believe. Trump bad. Bad, not good. Quite frankly, I put less word. You guys should believe me even more. You didn't give a fuck about Epstein when Biden was president? I did. How's it going, Jack?
Hello?
Trump. How old are you?
Oh.
Sorry, you're a child. I don't trust you. If you're a Trump supporter, join up in the guest box. As always, I'd love to talk to you. Who is the racially ambiguous Latino boy yapping about? I don't know what you're talking about. No, you can tell you were not even born while Reagan was POTUS. Reagan, we can look at statistics. Trump Nazis are stupid people, real. There's nothing they could do about it when Biden was president. It was all still locked. True, but you can like put some blame to like Merrick Garland, I guess. But like I wouldn't. Mainly because like the DOJ was independent, they were locked until 2024, and plus they did release some of the flight logs. Trump Nazis got TDS and STDs. Kids are dumb these days. Check the national stats. Iran will flourish with or without that made-up deal. Trump hates Obama. Trump hates Obama. Had a better deal. Real. Yes, Trump is a clown. I wasn't talking about you, host. Yeah, I know. I was just like Claire. I was adding on to what you were saying. That would make them smart people. Proof he didn't anything bad in the files. He got a birthday card. By the way, today's his birthday. In honor of his birthday, Donald Trump sent a 50th birthday letter to Jeffrey Epstein saying, "May every day be another wonderful secret," as well as he got credibly accused in the Epstein files of child rape. He was telling Epstein that he's seen the Clintons at his house. The TikTok chat isn't really popping right now. YouTube is. Guatemala? What about Guatemala? R.I.P. Oliver Tree. I heard about that. This guy thinks 40 to 50K is national average salary when it's 66,000 a year. That's not true. Yeah, some sources say 60. I have one that says 83 is crazy, by the way. And then on this is 55. 83 is definitely median. How's it going, D-Sport Trump?
I do.
Why?
He's delightful. Keeps
How?
our borders strong and our immigrants out.
Borders are wide open.
Yeah, they're open, but they're stronger and less people are
Their
coming
borders are
over.
less secure than during Biden.
Are less people coming across the border?
Less people are being found.
What are you talking about? The borders are less secure. National Guard is getting suited and booted up to go meet at the borders currently because
And
of what
there's
just
less
happened
people
with
being
Mexico and
found.
China.
There's less people being found.
Less people being found because less people want to come.
No, there's just less people being
Okay,
found.
so the United States is extremely desirable to come to right now to immigrate to, right?
Not right now, no.
Oh, okay. So then less people are coming because it's less desirable.
We're talking about the security between Biden and Trump. Trump has a
Yes,
less
and we're
secure
talking
border.
about the people that are being found because of the
They're not being found. Trump has less apprehensions, less deportations, and less encounters, all pointing
because
to more undocumented immigrants in the country.
because there are less undocumented immigrants pouring
I
into
thought
the
there was like
country.
15 million. Trump says that there's 20 million undocumented immigrants. Yet he has less deportations,
There's
less
50
apprehensions, and less encounters. We would want higher encounters, by the way. We want more people to be encountered at the border, not a 90% drop. If there's a 90% drop in border encounters, that means the people aren't being caught.
That means
They're
they're
still
not
in here
coming.
undocumented. We want the number to go up. We want more border encounters,
Yeah,
so we know that
2000
they're caught. Your MAGA's stupid.
2020, 2023 Pew Research Institute put it at 15.4 million undocumented immigrants. So
Sure.
yeah, 20 million is a reasonable guesstimation.
Okay,
for
sure.
what-
And Trump has less deportations.
Correct. Because less people want to come to America because we made a
No,
global
it's because he's
headline
not.
sentence.
Sure. Well, I mean, what's your source for the claim that you're making? What's the source?
The claim that I'm about to make.
That less people want to come in here because of like, it's a very bad country. Show what's your source. I want
Can I
statistics.
finish my sentence?
You've said it 2 times.
He made a global headline. Do not come to America illegally. Actually, the Democrats and Israel's news channels actually made the global headline for him by pushing the propaganda from Minneapolis. Global headline, do not come to this fucking country illegally. Thank you.
He said under Biden that the border was wide open, so therefore we should blame the massive surge under Biden on Trump, right?
Was he saying it as like a positive thing, like, "Oh, you should come right now," or was he saying
Yes, he
the
was saying
border's
that the
wide
border was
open,
wide open,
and
yes.
and Biden is fucking stupid because of it?
No, he said the border's wide open.
Yes, he said the border's wide open
Cool. So we should blame him for the
as a
massive surge that happened
fear-mongering
under Biden.
tactic for the Republicans
The
to vote
fear-mongering tactic to let people know the borders are wide open and nothing's gonna happen. And that's what he said. He said the border's wide open and they're not doing anything about it. That tells undocumented immigrants, okay, the border's wide open. Let's go. They're not doing anything about it.
for. Yeah, to
Also,
expose
according
the
to
Democratic.
according to ICE, the ICE, like I said, I mean, you agreed with this, but this just points to a less secure border. 3 main aspects of a secure border. We can agree here. The 3 main aspects of a secure border: apprehensions, deportations, and encounters. Right? Those are the 3 main aspects of a secure border.
No,
Okay, what are the main aspects of a secure border?
less people coming across. Less encounters means less people
Less
want to
encounters
come to
means
the
there's
United
less
States of
people
America.
being encountered at the
No,
border.
less people
dumbass.
trying to come to America.
No. Like, for example, there's 10 people in a store, right? But you only know where 5 of them are, and you catch all 5. Does that mean you have a 100% catch rate or a 5% or a 50% catch rate? Which one?
Is immigration
Which
up
one?
or
Answer
down?
the question. 100 or 50? It's a 50% catch rate. What Donald Trump is saying right now is that him catching 5 out of 10 because he only knows where 5 are, he's saying that's an 100% catch rate, right? So because border encounters are down 90%, that doesn't mean that people aren't coming into our country. That just means they're not getting caught. And I can agree with you. It can be both at the same time. Less people have a desire to come into this country, but it can also be that less people are being caught. It can be both at the same time, and statistics prove that because it's not encounters, deportations are down, and apprehensions are down. If all 3 of those are down, in comparison to the Biden-Harris administration and the Trump administration, Biden had a more secure border.
No. If less people want to come to the United States of America, that helps us secure our borders.
You're just not going to address anything I said.
Because it's fucking ridiculous.
How is it
dude.
ridiculous?
Like, this is the most ridiculous fucking talking point I've ever heard in my entire life. You just tried to make an example. You tried to make an argument. Trump
give you- let
wanted
me
as
give you a
many illegal
hypothetical-
immigrants
let
as
me give you a
possible to come into
hypothetical
our
question.
country, just
Real
so that
quick,
way he
real
could
quick.
throw them in detention centers.
Real
Can I
quick.
finish a fucking sentence?
You're saying it's ridiculous. I want to make this point right before we move on to like ICE detention centers. He left. The point that I was gonna, or the hypothetical that I was gonna point out here. Let's say there's again 10 people in a store, and the store manager puts security in front of the store, right? And then there's there's 10 people that come into the store every year. Put security, it drops down like by 90, right? Because of the security in front. Well, there's less encounters, right? So they're not going into the store, right? According to them, whatever. But these 10 people find other ways to go into the store, right? And they don't get caught. So they weren't encountered, but they're still in, right? So even though there's a 90% encounter rate drop, doesn't mean that they're not coming into the country. Simply just means that they're not getting encountered, right? And then he says, well, that's stupid. He also has less deportations and less apprehensions than Joe Biden. All 3 of these together, Donald Trump is horrible for the border and has a wide open border, and MAGA supports open borders. Moving on to the next guest. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I do.
Why is that?
Because, well, I was listening to what you're talking about the border. It's completely incorrect.
That's according to ICE. Apprehensions, deportations, and encounters
so-
are down comparing
But
Biden
let me
to
ask
Trump.
you a question. Does Trump
Can you
make the
concede
decision?
that's correct?
You didn't let me finish. Are you
said
gonna let me
that's
talk?
incorrect. Can you concede?
Are you gonna let me talk or are you gonna keep on interrupting?
Go ahead.
So the president doesn't decide or protect the border. There's people. Did you know that? There's an administration.
So Biden
That
didn't let
reports-
millions of undocumented immigrants in, right?
Hold
was it
on one
Biden's fault?
second.
Was it? Hold on. Yes or no? Was it Biden's fault? Yes or
It
no?
was his fault because he allowed it. He allowed it. He allowed people to come here and vote.
Do you see how stupid you sound? Trump is
Done
allowing.
talking? You done interrupting?
Trump is allowing less deportations, less apprehensions, and less encounters.
No, there's another border border administration is they're the ones that tell him what's going on in the borders, where the parts are. You just said that people 5% or whatever the stupid claims you made, it's all incorrect. You have zero
All
kind
I
of
said,
intelligence.
comparing Biden to Trump, deportations are down, apprehensions are down, and encounters are down. I didn't give a percentage. I just said deportations, apprehensions, and encounters are all down in Donald Trump's second term, comparing to Biden. Okay? And those are the three main aspects of a secure border. A secure border has high deportation rates, high apprehension rates, and a reasonable border encounter rate, right? A high border encounter rate, because we want people to be encountered, right? So the opposite are low deportation rate, low apprehension rate, and low border encounters. Guess what? Trump has all of those, and that's according to his own administration, ICE. It's an ICE source. ICE is making this claim.
It's correct.
So then I didn't
People-
lie.
people
so when you came
walk
on here and said I
across-
was lying, that's
people-
not true.
So do you know what MS-13 is?
So a gang, yes, in El Salvador. I think it originated. Yes. What about
So what
it?
happened in Biden's administration with MS-13?
I'm not specifically sure what happened.
There you go. Why do you not know about that? And then you come on here and do these kind of fake lives.
I'm
How
not
are
gonna
you
know
going to
every
talk
single-
about
I'm not
it
going to
and
know
you don't know what
everything.
MS-13 is?
Do you know who was the president during World War One?
I don't care. I wasn't even alive at that time.
Do you
Were you?
know? So
Were
don't
you
know who the
alive at
president-
that time?
Um,
No, you weren't.
maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
The point
there you
is,
go.
so
So
presidents.
basically,
Hold on.
you got
In
your
accordance
information.
with your view, if you don't know every single thing about politics, then you don't know anything about politics, and you shouldn't be talking about it. You don't know the president. Presidents are political. You don't know a president, right? You don't know a president. Therefore, you shouldn't talk
Well,
about
I
politics
do
or
know what
presidents.
Kamala did.
But you don't
and
know
I do know
who
what
the
happened to
president during
Waltz.
World War One was.
What happened to Waltz?
What happened to Waltz? What happened?
He was running as a governor. Who was he? He was running as a VP with your supported party. But what happened to him?
They lost.
No.
Yes, they lost. Oh,
He's
are you
not
saying,
even allowed
Are you
to
saying
run as
Harris
a
won the
governor
2020?
anymore.
Are you saying Harris won the 2024 election?
She lost.
Oh,
And
so
what
they-
did she
they
do
did
after?
lose. So what
She
I said
drank-
was right. You keep
She
on
was
saying
an
I'm wrong, and then
alcoholic.
you concede.
On TV, she was an alcoholic. She couldn't
That's
even
not true.
accept that she lost.
That's not
And then what happened to Biden?
Hold on.
I mean, what
Harris
happened?
couldn't accept that she lost.
Go
Trump
look it up.
literally tried to install himself as a second-term president in 2020.
Look it up.
Get a grip
She's
on
an
reality.
alcoholic.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. And what
What's
happened to
yours?
Waltz? He was running for the governor of Minnesota. Why is he not allowed to run anymore? Why did he
Because
resign?
of the threats to him and his family. That's why.
Yeah, right. Are you some kind of imbecile? What kind of news do you watch?
I think you're a stupid idiot.
You're a really, really poor, low IQ person. You Mexican fraud. That's what you are.
That's all.
You don't even have the questions I ask you. You can't even answer.
What's the question
About
you
the-
asked?
So many.
Name
What happened to
one.
Waltz? I even gave you the
He
answer. I
dropped
bet you
out
probably can't
because
even
of his
remember.
threats to him and his family.
It's not any threats.
That's
He
what. That's what
committed
he said.
fraud.
What's the evidence that he committed fraud? The only person who
Well,
got
he
held.
spends-
The only person who got held criminally responsible was Donald Trump for 34 felonies of falsification of business records. That's fraud. Dumbass. He got removed for harassment and bullying. TikTok. But hey, the only person between Waltz and Trump who got held criminally responsible for fraud was Donald Trump. Not just the 34 felonies, violating gag orders, and all the other fraud that's been happening through this administration. Am I not watching the fight in the White House? Nah.
Yo, what's up?
Like, I could pull it up, see what's happening. What's up? Do you support Trump?
I do and don't. Like,
If you could go back in time, would you vote for Harris or Trump?
probably Trump because
Why?
I see Harris. I see they're both equally bad in their own sense. So I wouldn't vote for anyone. Really, I would not vote for anyone.
Okay, you're not a
Yeah,
Trump
election.
supporter. I appreciate you for coming up here. Moving on to the next guest. How's it
Hello.
going? Do you support Trump?
I do.
How old are you?
I'm 18,
When's your birth year?
2007,
What month?
March.
Why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because I
March?
think he was. Yeah, I support
19.
Trump. Okay, same thing. I want to ask
No,
you a
hold
question.
on.
You're a dumb.
Y'all gotta be 18 or older, or I'll boot you. Gotta clarify that. Go watch it. Your president looks great. Not my president, by the way. Not my president. I'm sure he's like, what, asleep right now? I'm sure he's asleep. Just dismissing everyone. Marcy, come up here and debate me. I dismissed him because he was a child. My president looks amazing. No, not my president. Biden's asleep. Biden fell asleep 4 times on camera. Trump fell asleep 14 times on camera. Do you like the USA? On what grounds? No one was watching his fights? Real. Real. Yo, the chats are going crazy on streams though. 207 March is 207. What? 207? Do you like the USA? I said on what grounds, buddy? Holy shit. Like, what's the reason to like USA? Hopefully it starts like raining at the UFC fight. I would pay the witches, every witch in the world, I would pay you guys to make it rain. Right now. That would be incredible. Do I live in the USA? Yes. If you live in the United States, he's your president? Not true. That was a UFC event bad. Because Americans are dying and struggling, and he's focusing on the UFC fight. Then who's your president? Harris. Harris is my president, not Donald Trump. How is it good? Real. Literally just watching men fight each other. Madam President Harris won. So real. Israel owns so many. What? No. He probably. Jemais has a Trump fan account, by the way. Not true. We the Hispanics get no. You're cockroaches for raid. You don't account for the majority of Hispanics. Benjamin Netanyahu. What about him? Owns Trump for sure. I wouldn't say own, but I think he has an influence. He was awesome and he saved us. Valid way to spell his name. Hey, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
When's your birth year?
What?
Birth year.
2007.
What month?
February the 13th.
You're how old?
19.
Okay. Sure. There's like echo. You wanna like swipe out of the app or like disconnect Bluetooth?
I wanna fuck you.
Okay. Very very weird. Very weird. That's weird, bro. That's weird. That's terrible. That's weird. That's weird. Let me up. I know you see me. Maybe.
Yo,
How the fuck did you get up here?
you
Did I invite you?
actually don't. It said that you
Or
did,
was it
yeah.
a mod? I don't know who it was. How old are you?
I'm 18.
When's your birth year?
2007,
What month?
March.
Why do you support Trump?
I don't. I have a question for you though.
Sure.
Are you a Democrat?
Sure.
Why do you support the Democrats?
Because I think progressivism has done a lot for our country. It gave women, people of color, rights. It attempts to attack suppression of minorities, i.e., the LGBTQ plus community, like I said, women, disabled community, etc., etc. I think conservatism wants to retract all of that. Right? I mean, for example, Republicans kicked out liberals because they gave women the right to vote, because they gave people of color right to vote. Right.
Okay, yeah, right. So I see that you have Epstein and Trump in the back, but I mean, just to say, I mean, I'm nowhere near anywhere towards liking the government myself. I mean, Clinton had more ties to Epstein
I
than
agree. He
all of
should
the
be
other
arrested and
politicians.
investigated.
Okay, see, that's a good take. I mean, what do you think about, your opinion? Do you think Jeffrey Epstein had ties to Israel?
I think there's claims made about that. Typically, it's going to be used by like anti-Semitic people, but I haven't investigated.
I mean, it can be called anti-Semitic, but I mean, if you really look into
Like,
it,
it's used for like a down the slippery slope, saying like, quote unquote, like Jewish people control the world.
yeah, I mean, I can see how that happens. Like, I think he was a spy for the IDF.
Sure,
I mean,
well, listen, you don't support Trump, so I'm going to move on to the next guys. I appreciate you being up here. If you're a Trump supporter, join up in the guest box. Mark, I absolutely fried you. Actually, you left. I'll let you up here after this, guy. How's it going, D-Sport Trump?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
The great president cares about the country.
How?
He loves the country.
How?
Patriotic. He doesn't stop fighting when he's in wars, man.
How?
Look at the war that just happened. The peace still got
Justify him being
finalized.
patriotic and loving our country. How does he do that?
Because if Biden was in office, it would have ended extremely bad.
What would have ended bad?
If there was a war, like a war. Did you not see what
There
he
would have not
did in
been a war under Biden.
What was that?
There would have not been a war under Harris.
There would have not been a war under Harris.
Yes.
So earlier I had heard you say how you thought Trump was dumb because he was hosting UFC fight, right?
Never said that.
Yeah, I think you did.
No.
You said something about that.
I mentioned the UFC fights, yeah.
Okay. Well, do you think that it's any better that Biden made the whole White House look gay and put a bunch of rainbows on it?
Yes.
You think that's better?
Yes.
Dude, that's crazy.
It promotes equality, and it promotes the LGBTQ community in terms of the acceptance of the LGBTQ community. What does the UFC fight do? You're watching men give each other brain damage. What does it promote? What does it do? Nothing. So yes.
Well, it's also the 250th birthday of the U.S.
Okay.
And putting gay flags on the White House is pretty crazy.
No, it's not.
Kind of is. But what was that?
No, it's not.
I respect it. But I wanted to ask you this too, man. So I know you've been keeping up with the Carmelo Anthony case, I'm assuming, right?
Sure.
What do you think about that?
Getting down the rabbit hole, racial inequality within the systems.
So you think that it's because of race?
I think it was self-defense. Yeah.
So you think it was self-defense?
Yep.
So do you think somebody should leave a track tent even though they've been asked about 15 times?
He had permission to be there.
But why did he get asked to leave like 15 times?
He had permission to be there. He was.
But why did he get asked to leave the tent?
What's your source that he was told to be asked to leave the tent?
It's all online, man.
What's the source?
I don't remember, but it's online. I
Your
promise
source
it
for
is.
your claim?
You gotta find what the source that you're claiming to search up. Yeah.
You can look it up, man.
What do you want me to look up, man?
Just look up the Carmelo Anthony case, man.
That's not a specific title.
Just look it up, and it should be there for you.
Look up.
So you can just look up the case and stuff. It'll be up there. But
Again, you're not justifying your claim, so it's dead in the water.
okay.
So why did he bring a little thing to a track meet?
It wasn't illegal. Are you white?
Yeah.
Cool. That's why you don't know what it's like to live in the shoes of a minority who have hate crimes. Was a multi-tool that had a blade wasn't illegal. He legally was allowed to carry that. Wasn't illegal. And it's because of all the hate crimes that happen to minorities. You're white. You're privileged enough to not have to carry that around. Like,
Oh,
just
so
like
you think
some
all
women
white
carry
people are
pepper spray?
That's
Some women carry-
racist.
Some women what?
You just
You
said
can't
all
be
white.
Racist. You can't be racist to white people.
Are you kidding me? Wow. So if somebody comes up
Do you
comes
think me
up to
saying
me,
cracker is racist? You're a cracker. Is that racist?
dude, that's pretty racist.
Yeah, you're a cracker. Try about it.
No, dog.
How is that racist? Who
Wait.
created the term cracker? White people did it, by the way.
Wait. So I think it's so funny how you say that
What is
because, huh?
What is race?
What about race?
What is race?
I think of it as a skin color. I don't know the exact definition, but
Phenotypical characteristics within an individual. Can you define race, ethnicity, and nationality, please? And the difference between them?
I don't know, man.
Cool.
You tell me.
You don't know what race was. You don't know the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. You can't define the difference. I don't think you're qualified enough to have this conversation. So moving on to the next topic. What else do you want to talk about?
I just let me talk to you about some stuff, man. So
Not race, because you don't know what it is.
I can't talk to you about race because I don't know what it is.
Yep.
It seems like I am like bringing up the idea of it, but you're going away from it.
You're not smart enough. You don't know what race is. Didn't give me a definition. You couldn't tell me the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. Is Hispanic a race or ethnicity?
It's an ethnicity.
If you know that. Again, if you don't know the difference between all these, if you don't know what race is, I don't. What did we talk about?
Because you're not going to lie when I'm talking to you.
Well, what did we talk about prior?
You were talking about economics and how the GDP would be affected by illegals being taken out of the country,
What did we talk about?
That's what we talked about last time. I schooled you on economics. And I schooled you on the crime.
Were you the one that said it wasn't illegal to wear a seatbelt?
No. I'm not an idiot, dummy.
So it is illegal to wear a seatbelt?
Illegal to wear a seatbelt? What are you getting at?
Why
don't you debate what you just talked about?
Is it illegal to not wear a seatbelt?
No, why don't you debate what you just talked about? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about your lies.
Sure.
Did the GDP go down under Obama?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. But
No.
you're making the claim that the GDP goes down if illegals are taken out of the country, which is a lie.
Obama didn't.
That's
do
a lie. That's a lie. Obama did mass deportations. The GDP did not go down. So you just got proven wrong. Dog walked.
Can I?
Percentage of
rebuttal?
population,
Can I
illegals
rebuttal?
do create more crime.
Can I rebuttal?
Go ahead.
We made a claim about Obama. Obama did not do mass deportation.
Yes, he did. Obama had the most deportations of any president in recent times, by far.
Obama.
Yeah,
did
you're
not,
silent because you're a fucking moron. I'm dog walking you. This is what somebody who knows the facts can do to you. By percentage of population, illegals definitely have more crime than U.S. citizens. That is a fact. You have to do it by percentage of population. You want to put me on a clock because you're getting dog walked?
You won't let me speak.
Why don't you try to talk over me like you did the last guest? No, it's because you don't know how to rebuttal somebody who knows the facts.
At some points, I do interrupt people, but that guest didn't interrupt
No,
me.
you've been dog walked.
And to the last guest, I apologize for I'm interrupting you. Sometimes interruptions will happen, and I don't mind if you interrupt me. But when you interrupt me constantly,
Nobody's
yes.
interrupting you constantly. Why don't you debate what I just said?
Fifth time you've interrupted me in less than 30 seconds. The last guest interrupted me maybe twice, and I interrupted him maybe like 3 times.
You haven't said anything of substance. You're trying to talk around this because you can't debate facts.
Because you haven't allowed me to talk.
I have.
Can I respond? 30
By
seconds.
all means.
Without can you not talk for 30 seconds?
By all means.
30 seconds, you promise?
Will you just fucking start talking?
Okay, 30 seconds. The difference between Obama and the claim that I made is Obama did not do a mass deportation of 11 million unauthorized workers, and he did not do a mass deportation of undocumented immigrants who have not committed any violent crime or bad crime. Obama went after violent criminals. If you take a look at ICE and DHS that are still up there, the statistics, Obama deported more violent criminals than Donald Trump. That is a difference. Okay,
That's
he
a
didn't
lie.
He didn't go after non-violent criminals. Yes. Did he deport non-violent criminals? Yes. Do I disagree with that? Yes. But also, there's more things to keep in mind here. It's not just that could affect the GDP. Will it affect the GDP? Absolutely. There's other aspects that could affect the GDP. But when we're referencing immigration, Obama isn't doing what Donald Trump has promised to do or what the American Immigration Council has cited. That's the difference.
Obama has done exactly what Trump did, and he did it on a grander scale. It's the exact same thing. And the GDP was unaffected. It actually increased.
Obama didn't go after hardworking immigrants. He went after violent
He
criminals.
100% did.
Sure. Well, how many violent criminals did Obama deport during his years? Go ahead, since you know all the stats.
Who cares if they're violent criminals? Illegal
Because
is illegal is
because
illegal. Does it matter?
Because I support
Does
deporting
it matter?
violent or bad criminals. And
I support everybody being taken out that's
The
illegal.
claim that I made is the economy is going to do worse off if we do a mass deportation of undocumented immigrants who have not committed any violent crime or bad crime. That's the claim that I made.
No, the claim that you made was that taking illegals out. That was your claim.
The
You
ones
never
that haven't
said
committed any
that
violent crime or
didn't.
bad
Do,
crime.
no, you did not.
I say
Now
that
you're
every
trying to
single
spin
time.
it to make your
No.
claim, which is still wrong.
Okay, sure. What's your evidence?
What's my evidence is under Obama with the mass deportations, GDP went
He
up,
didn't
not
go
down.
after. He didn't go after non-violent or bad criminals, so that's not evidence. He went after violent and bad criminals.
What was
Try
his
again.
percentage of violent criminals versus regular illegals that he?
I just asked.
No, I'm asking you since you say you know the answer,
And
and I know it's less than 20%. I just don't have the exact number
If you don't have the exact number, how do you know?
because I know it's under 20% because I've been in this conversation with you before,
I've never asked.
and you didn't
this
even bring up
question.
stats last time. I just accepted your number.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had a conversation about.
Yes,
this.
we did. Dude, this is the third time I've been on your live. And you got dog walked every time. You're getting dog walked right now. By percentage of
Do you want-
population,
d- listen,
by
do you-
percentage of population, do illegals actually commit more violent crimes?
Listen,
By percentage of population.
Do you want me to be as emotional as you? Yes.
I'm
or no?
asking you a question.
We're not going to pivot away from the economy.
I'm asking you why? Because you can't answer the other question.
Quite
either?
frankly, time to be as emotional as you. You're not going to out-emotion me. Quite frankly, actually here, DJT, what we're not going to do is we're not going to pivot away from the conversation. I asked you a question. You're going to answer my question. I asked you what percentage of violent criminals or bad criminals did Obama deport, and compare that between Trump's first term and Trump's second term first year, 2025. When we look at the statistics, Obama deported way more violent criminals in reference to Trump. So did Biden. Biden went after violent criminals. Mass deportation means going after every single undocumented immigrant, and Donald Trump pledged mass deportation. Obama did not do mass deportation. He mass deported undocumented immigrants with prior or violent offenses. This is what he claimed. That's what he campaigned on. Now, yes, did he deport undocumented immigrants that didn't commit any violent crimes, bad crimes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I agree with that? Absolutely not. And the difference also is the legality between Obama and Trump, and both doing them that way. When did the Supreme Court rule that Donald Trump, that Obama did it illegally? When did the Supreme Court rule that Donald Trump did it illegally? Oh wait, 2025. Donald Trump has lost 10,000 court cases based on immigration. So how about you come back into this app, give me the statistics on what percentage of undocumented immigrants and he left. And that's the reason why I didn't want to do that, because he left. I wanted to have a conversation without me having to mute him. I wanted to have a conversation without me being emotional, quote unquote emotional, or acting like him, but he left. Moving on to the next guest.
You're asking why I support Trump?
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Yeah, the border.
What about the border?
Just immigration in general.
What about immigration?
Having strict policies on it.
Which
and
policies?
upholding them. A net zero of people coming over.
That's not a policy. Which policy? Also,
It is a policy.
That's a lie. So the name is net zero people coming over. Let me search it up. Net zero people coming over policy. What year? What month was it implemented or day?
No, it's just it's the policies he's implemented.
Okay, so what policies did he implement?
No people have crossed over the border
No people cross over the border
illegally.
policy. Oh, border over the border policy. Border illegally policy. Well, when was it implemented?
You tell me you're Googling it.
Okay. No people crossed over the border policy. Yeah, there's no policy of that sort. So that's a lie. So which policies did he implement?
Once again, I'll tell you, there's been zero border crossings since
Is it a
his
policy?
presidency. Okay, sure, it's not a policy. It's just
Well, so
what's
then he has no
happening.
immigration policies, right?
No, that's not true.
Then what immigration policy did he implement in 2025?
I told you, no one's crossing the border.
No,
That's all the
that's a
policy.
different name. You didn't tell me that name. No one's crossing the border. The border policy. When was it signed?
I love this game we're playing. It's cute. It's funny. I'll give that to you.
It's not a date. Also, that's
I
not a
said
policy. I just
game.
searched it up, not a policy. Yeah, that's not a game, I said.
No, you're playing a cute game.
We're not playing a game. I'm asking you for a policy, an immigration policy. You made the claim that you support Trump because of borders, and you said immigration. Hey, YouTube, real quick. YouTube. So you guys missed out quite a bit of the debate. You guys missed out half of the debate. But over on YouTube, I had another debate playing for you guys, so it's fine. But I want to basically explain how it went. Basically, he was yapping about race. He didn't know what he was talking about. I taught him a few things. I explained to him how he was misogynistic, how he was racist, etc., etc. He proceeded then to crash out, say I was unemployed, blah blah blah, and then he left by slurring, right? He slurred to run, right? So now I'm here. Now YouTube, there's 20 people over on YouTube. Now this is live, okay? That last guy ran. He was on here. He was yapping. That video, if you missed it and you liked the first part of it because of how hard I was cooking him, but then obviously TikTok banned me for the second half, it's gonna be uploaded within the next couple days on YouTube. So if you're not following on YouTube, hit that follow button and hit the notification all, because on YouTube I post edited debates, and I'm gonna post that one. Okay. So we're back on here live, and you guys are gonna see that video here soon. Over here on TikTok, I appreciate you guys for coming back. Make sure you guys double tap on that phone screen if you haven't already. Repost the line, share the live, do all the wonderful things. As always, we're looking for some debates. We're looking for some Trump supporters to debate. And we're gonna wait a second. Actually, no. Let's just pull this up. I was gonna say I need to use the bathroom, but once again, if you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. If you're here in the last live, type in one in the chat over on TikTok. Over on YouTube, I appreciate you guys for still being here. I know you guys were watching like a random debate because it got cut off, but we're back.
Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen right now. Tap it up, guys. Repost the live the same way you repost a video. Click on the little share button, and the same way you just click the little repost button.
Caller doesn't know policy, just arguing from their fifis. True. I know which video you guys were watching. True. That caller was annoying. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Mostly, not 100%, but mostly. I just feel that his policies mostly align with my Christian values.
Like?
Limited access to more restrictions on abortion, not just whenever, wherever.
Abortion.
A lot of the things he
rates have
says, all the
increased.
things he has. Excuse me? Sorry?
Since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, abortion rates have increased.
But leaving it up to the states and stuff, and not just blanket whenever, wherever.
If Trump greenlit the deaths of 14 million people, 4.5 million of them being children, would you support him?
If he what? Sorry? You broke up for a
If he greenlit the deaths of 14 million people, 4.5 million of them being children, would you still support him?
I'd have to look deeper into it, but with that blanket statement, probably I'd question, definitely.
Okay. Donald Trump greenlit the deaths of 14 million people, 4.5 million of them being children, that are going to happen by 2030 because of the because of the U.S. cutting funding to USAID, because of Doge. This wouldn't have happened if Harris were in office, meaning 14.5 million people would be alive.
Okay, and what events what made this happen? What was the
cut
death
to
that he-
USAID?
Okay.
So are you questioning? I can give you a source too. I mean, I would suggest you.
Yeah,
look
no,
it up.
I'd
Don't
I'd
trust
love
what
a
I'm
source,
saying.
yeah.
Look it up yourself. Don't trust what I'm saying. I could be lying.
Okay. Well, listen, like I stated when I first came in, Trump is not the core center of my political beliefs. I definitely lean more towards him. I'm not like blind to anything he says. I'm not, he says this, it goes. I definitely, I don't agree with him on actually a lot of things. Mostly, I think the war in Iran was mostly unnecessary. So I'm glad that
abortion. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Let's go for that for now. Yeah.
I think you should be progressive if you want to reduce the amount of abortions that happen per year. You should be a progressive Democrat.
So wait, are you? I'm gonna go ahead and assume you're a liberal, right?
I'm a progressive. Yeah.
Okay. Are you pro-choice?
Yes.
You are. So you're pro-choice, but you're telling me that if I want lower abortion, I should be a progressive.
Yes.
So I'm a little bit confused. If you're a progressive and you're pro-choice, why would you want to?
I appreciate the clarifying question. The reason why, if you're pro-life and you wanted to less abortions, you would be pro-choice is because progressive is because progressive policies reduces the amount of abortions. The main reason for abortions is going to be financial reasons. Well, guess what? Progressives want to increase social safety nets for new moms. Right? If new moms are able to have money to be able to take care of children, because again, the main aspect of abortions are going to be financial reasons, you're going to see a massive decline in abortions.
Okay. So let me just resurfacing back to the topic of abortions, if they do occur. When do you think is the proper time to cut it off, to say no more?
I don't think we should legally restrict anyone from access to abortions at any point in time. because I mean I think it's morally wrong after 20 to 24 weeks, but it doesn't happen. It would just be induced labor after that point. And I think restricting them after 20 to 24 weeks, legally restricting them, would it still be harmful to some individuals because doctors might feel scared at some points. Either way, it doesn't happen. It would be an induced labor, so it just doesn't happen. So I just don't think with legally restricting anyone, but I think morally it's wrong after 20 to 24 weeks. Yes.
Okay. So 20 to 24 weeks, just rounding that up to months. So let's say roughly a month is what, 4 weeks. So that's 5 months. The baby by that point, has heartbeat, visible limbs, all that. So at that point, I agree. Yes, it would definitely be morally wrong. I'd even almost call it execution at that point. Sorry, I don't know.
Anything prior to 20 to 24 weeks, it would just be an inducive labor.
Yeah, no, I'd cut it off way before that. I mean, I'm for nothing at all. But
rape victims?
Depends on the situation, actually. But
10-year-old gets raped.
Up to the parents, I guess. So maybe I take back what I said.
I think they should be forced to have an abortion.
I don't think they should be forced to do anything. I think I retract what I said earlier. I think if that is the case, then the parents are deciding.
I think we should legally obligate abortions if a 10-year-old rape victim gets pregnant. The reason is because pregnancy is child torture, and what the government is supposed to do is be able to protect children, and abortions would do that at a greater extent than going through with a pregnancy. B, kids can't consent. They can't consent to pregnancy. Neither can the parents. The parents cannot consent to pregnancy. So you're saying it's up to the parents? No. Legally, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. Why? The same way that a parent cannot consent for their 10-year-old to have sex with Justin Bieber or with any other celebrity. Parents can't consent for their kids to do that. The same way I think it should be the same with pregnancy. They should legally be obligated to get an abortion.
Okay. Well, like I said when I came in here, I'm a very devout Christian. That's where I base all my political beliefs off of. In the Bible, Jesus says that every life is worth something, and every life matters, and everyone deserves life. So that's the core reason why I believe that we should, maybe not 100. There's definitely very, very select situations where I think
the Bible also talks about the sorry, give me 1 second. I'm blanking on the name. The bitter waters. The ordeal of the bitter waters, where Jesus forced a woman to get an abortion if she had cheated on her husband. So if your basis is Christianity, then you think it's okay for cheating women to have abortions.
So just while we're on the topic of cheating women, have you read the story of the woman caught in adultery?
Yeah, and Jesus Christ said not to throw rocks at her.
No, so that was when so the woman
I think there's a lot.
Yeah, no, there is, but the one I'm talking of, the story is called The Woman Caught in Adultery. So the woman caught in adultery, obviously there's a woman and she's caught in adultery, like while it's happening. A bunch of people, they say, they tell Jesus what's happening. Jesus calls all the men with the women. He lists all those sins that they've committed, and they each one by one walk out of the room. So Jesus is essentially saying,
where they prevent them from stoning her. Yeah, that's what I was referring.
Okay. Oh, yes, of course.
Because they were about to stone her,
that's
but
my
they said
fault. I
no
should've
because
got
he
that.
was like, everyone here has done sins, and they all walk out,
Yes.
leaving her and him alone, and what he forgave her or whatever. Well, yeah.
Yeah, he said, go and sin no more.
But Jesus Christ forced a woman who cheated to get an abortion.
Okay, do you have a source for that in the Bible? What book and verse? At the very least, what book?
Sure, I can give you exactly the book and verse.
Okay.
Numbers. I know it's Numbers 5. Numbers 5:11.
Numbers 5:11. Here, can you do me a
want me to
favor?
read
I'm
it?
just Okay, yeah, that actually saves me time. I was gonna go grab my Bible, but you can if you can read it to me.
Do you do NIV or what do you do?
Either King James or New American, but whatever works.
Okay, sure. Numbers 5:11. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him, so that another man has sexual relations with her, and this is hidden from her husband, and her impurity is undetected, since there is no witnesses against her, and she has not been caught in the act, and if feelings of jealousy come over her husband, and he suspects his wife, and she is impure, or if he's jealous and suspects her even though she is not impure, then he is to take his wife to the priest. He must also take an offering of a tenth of an ephah of barley flour on her behalf. He must not pour olive oil on it, because it is a grain offering for jealousy, a reminder offering to draw attention to wrongdoing. The priest shall bring her and have her husband, or have her stand before the Lord. Then he shall take some holy water in a clay jar and put some dust from the tabernacle floor into the water. After the priest had the woman stand before the Lord, he shall loosen her hair and place her hands in the reminder offering, the grain offering for jealousy, while he himself holds the bitter water that brings a curse. Then the priest shall put the woman under oath and say to her, if no other man has had sexual relations with you, and you have not gone astray and become impure while you're married to your husband, may this bitter water that brings a curse not harm you. But if you've gone astray while married to your husband, and you've made yourself impure by having sexual relations with another man other than your husband, here the priest is to put the woman under this curse. May the Lord curse you. May the Lord cause you to become a curse among your people when he makes your womb miscarry and your abdomen swell. May this water that brings your curse enter your body, so that your abdomen swells and your womb miscarries. The woman is to say amen, and so be it. The priest is to write these curses on a scroll, then wash them off into the bitter water, etc. And it continues going. But the point is, it's a forceful miscarriage, which is an abortion. It says, quote, may the Lord cause you to become a curse among your people when he makes your womb miscarry and your abdomen swell. And it's happening because of the bitter water, right? It's happening because of the bitter water. The bitter water could represent an abortion, like the abortion pill, for example. So you think it's okay, morally okay, for women who cheat to take the abortion pill?
So really quickly, you said that this was in Numbers, correct?
Numbers 5:11, yeah.
Okay, so
I read
is
NIV.
NIV. Okay, all right. So
King James says relatively the same, except they add on that like her thighs will rot. I think that's all they add on, but it says relatively the same thing.
Any version is fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's all the same, pretty much, except the other ones where they removed the book. So that's not the point. So obviously, Numbers is the Old Testament. Old Testament is before Jesus comes in. You said that Jesus Christ said that, right? That's what you said before.
Yes, the Lord said to Moses, quote unquote.
So at that point in time, the Lord had not sent Jesus forth onto earth, so that couldn't have been Jesus. Number one. Number two, the reason that doesn't sound like I'm just making stuff up is because you've probably heard from other people debating before. The Lord, Jesus is, Jesus is the Lord, God in human form. God sent Jesus to experience, life like man, a life of man, I guess is what I would call it. So it's that couldn't have. So, anyways, regardless of all that, my point being that couldn't have been Jesus because he hadn't yet sent the Archangel Gabriel to choose the Virgin Mary to have Jesus. So, at that point in time, when the Book of Numbers was
God, right?
Jesus is God in human form.
So God said this.
So God sent Jesus down to.
Who said Numbers 5? It says the Lord said to Moses. Who said this to Moses? Who's the Lord?
The Lord is and always will be.
Precisely. I don't understand what you're saying. The Lord sent this God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit.
So the Lord is God. The Lord
is God, and the Lord said this
is
to
God,
Moses.
and the Lord
God said this
is
to
and always will
Moses,
be.
but God is also Jesus Christ, so Jesus Christ said this to Moses. God is also the Holy Spirit, so the Holy Spirit also said this to Moses.
Okay, so I don't know if you're seeing what I'm saying here, but
I understand what you're trying to say, but it doesn't follow because of the Trinity. Because if God is Jesus Christ, God is God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. It's the Trinity, right? So if you said the Lord is God, well, God is God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Which means that God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit said this to Moses, and I quote, "Speak to the Israelites, blah blah blah," and everything else I read. So what you're saying would make sense if the Holy Trinity didn't exist. But because Jesus Christ is God, you can't say Jesus Christ didn't say this because Jesus Christ did say this because Jesus Christ is God.
So, hold on. Let me circle back to your original point really quickly about the what do you call it, the bitter waters and the miscarriage thing, correct? So, a lot of specifically mostly anti-Christians always say, oh, the Bible promotes this, the Bible promotes that, the Bible promotes slavery, the Bible promotes
I'm a
all
Christian,
this and all that.
and I don't
You
think
are?
it does.
Really?
Yeah. Like
No, I
there's gonna
didn't-
be
oh, I didn't know
extremists.
that.
There's gonna be the extreme view, where like Leviticus says that you can enslave your people so long as they recover after a day or two. But that's gonna be an extreme view. Most Christians don't hold that belief.
No,
The
absolutely not. And
the
also,
same way, like most Christians should hold the belief that being gay is okay, that abortion is okay, because literally the Bible advocates for abortions for cheating women. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that like terminating a pregnancy is wrong.
excuse me. But really quickly, just off-topic question, real quick. May I you said your question? Can I just quickly ask what denomination you are, or if you're non-denominational?
Evangelical.
Evangelical. I never really. Forgive me for my blindness, but I never really understood that. Can you just explain like the core beliefs and how it's different from something like, say, Catholicism or Protestantism or something like that? That was the one that never like clicked with me.
I don't know the specifics on Catholicism or Protestant. I don't really do much, but I can tell you what evangelical is. We believe in the Holy Trinity. Like it's gonna be your main aspects of Christianity, that you have to like ask God for forgiveness, and you have to repent for your sins, and you have to accept Jesus Christ as your one and only Savior. Faith without works is dead. That's the core belief as well. And
So
then
you believe in faith and good works?
we follow sola scriptura as well. So we think the Bible is one of the main authorities. I think Catholicism thinks like Catholicism and Protestants do follow sola scriptura, I think.
Yeah, they're the faith alone people. Is Protestantism? I'm a Catholic, so we believe in faith and good works.
Yeah, so you guys don't follow sola scriptura, then I'm assuming, right?
No,
Protestants,
obviously we
Protestants,
believe in it,
Lutherans, and then evangelical Christians follow sola scriptura. Yeah, Catholics don't.
So you don't believe in. So you don't believe in faith and good works. You don't believe in doing the obviously having faith and then also doing the works to follow.
Yeah,
that.
well, I
You
said
don't believe
faith
in that.
without works is dead. Is like is a main aspect of Christianity. Like in terms of evangelical Christians, faith without works is dead. Meaning that like you can have faith, but like if you don't do the works for it, it's gonna be dead, right? Like.
So
Not
I'm just
literally,
confused
but
how
yeah.
you can follow that and then also follow
Well,
sola scriptura. where-
sola scriptura just means the Bible is one of the main authorities. We follow the
No,
Bible.
it absolutely is. Like I said, us Catholics, we believe in. Really, the only difference is we believe in faith and good works, and we also believe in the authority of the Pope.
Right,
So-
yeah, exactly. The authority on the Pope, that's going to be the only difference I think I can point to.
So you don't believe in the authority of the Pope?
No.
I'm assuming. If you're only okay, all right. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's going to be like some tweaks within it, but I think overall it's
Yeah,
pretty
no.
much the same except for like the Pope. Listen, man, is there anything else you wanted to talk about or bring up?
No, I initially came up here for because I thought you were like a one of the like Dean Withers. I thought you were like one of the like really extreme people. No, you're actually pretty chill, so I appreciate that.
I appreciate you coming up here. You take care. Have a great one. I kind of like that conversation. It wasn't a dishonest conversation. It was a pretty decent conversation. So
Don't let Aiden. Yeah, he had his girlfriend that's in his bio. They're in middle school.
how old are you? You could have just been like a P3. I'm just saying. If you're a Trump
Yeah, when I
supporter, join up as a
clicked
guest.
on his profile, like it says Jolie, and then one of the girls' videos, it's talking about her favorite ex. I'm crying. These children will never get it. Oh.
Easy work. How's it going, D Sport Trump? I appreciate
Yes,
you
I do.
being here. How old are you?
14.
Gotta be 18 in order to come up here. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe as always. We're looking for some debates. Whenever you guys hit that subscribe over on YouTube, hit that notification all so you can get every single time I post a video and every single time I go live. Pretty amazing. If you're over on TikTok as well, make sure to follow if you have not already. We do have a gift goal if you guys want to complete it, as well as if you guys want to support this live monetarily, or check out my threads, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Substack, Blue Sky, any of those. I'm active everywhere. You can find the link tree in the bio on TikTok, in the description on the YouTube live stream, as well as my Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and a Buy Me a Coffee link if you guys want to support monetarily. I appreciate you for following, Johnson. Obviously, you guys don't have to support monetarily, but everything's appreciated. TikTok says no to fetuses. Real.
Oh my goodness. Oh, is he gonna load in? There he is.
Hello, do you support Trump?
Yeah, I'd say I support Trump.
Why?
Yeah, I'd say it's like a cumulative case of reasons. I have two main reasons. Well, maybe three. The three main reasons are going to be: firstly, he is less pro-choice than Kamala. Secondly, I like his position on gender a lot better than Kamala's. And third of all, probably his stance on crypto.
Jeremiah, debate him. Come on, dude. Lock in, bro.
Abortion, trans people, and crypto.
Yeah, I'm pretty MAGA. Very MAGA.
How old are you?
I'm 45.
Damn. And you care about trans people?
Yeah, I was actually, it's funny, here down in the South, I was studying gender yesterday, so I would like to talk about it if possible.
Let me just ask some clarifying questions. Is like the pro-life view just like a view to save, to reduce the amount of like deaths, right? That
To
could have been
reduce
prevented?
the amount of
Is that like a pro-life
unalivements.
view?
Yeah, I think that's fine saying it's to reduce the amount of unalivements. Yes, all things considered, this is a step closer in reducing the amount of unalivements. Yeah, that's sure, fine, it's fine.
So if like Donald Trump greenlit the deaths of 14 million people by 2030, like theoretically, would you still support him?
If he what?
If Donald Trump greenlit the deaths of 14 million people by 2030, theoretically, because he hasn't done this, I'm just trying to see what your position is on this. Would you still support him?
I don't know what greenlit means.
He allowed this to happen, or he let it happen.
Oh, if he let it happen,
Or if
yeah,
actually
I
did
would
cause this, would you still support him?
Oh, he caused it. Okay, well, yeah. If we actually knew that he caused this, yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah.
You wouldn't support him?
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't support him. Yeah, like it would be fine for rendering my vote for Trump null and void and overturned.
Okay, so an action that Donald Trump did caused 14 million the green light of 14 million people to die, 4.5 million of them being children by 2030.
And what action is this?
The cutting of USAID by 92%.
Oh, and do you think that you have a justification as to how that we know is going to lead to these unalivements?
Are you just asking for a source?
Not exactly, because a source is probably going to bring up empirical sort of data points about what's expected, but
And that's on like the low scale.
Yeah, but notice that what's expected is different from saying that you know something. So with the case of ABs, I know that there's lives being taken. When in your case, there's something that is expected. Now, for you to say that you know that this will lead to the unalivements, knowledge claims do require justification. So if you're saying that you know that this is the case, I would press you on your probably view of justification.
I just know that the case is that it's going to lead to an increase of preventative deaths by 2030. whether the number be
It's
14.5 million or more.
keep in mind, just when you say you know that this is true, you would agree that saying that you know something is different from saying you just believe something, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just change it
And
from saying believe, but I have very good evidence as well as sources to back my belief.
okay, so now you're saying that it's not like you know this for certain. You're saying that there's like some sort of probabilistic chance that this will occur.
Okay, do you know for certain I'm not AI?
Could I know for certain that you're not AI? No, I cannot.
Cool. So therefore,
Okay.
it could be AI.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that was relevant.
The point that I was trying to make with that, I guess the point was not made, is like you can say that sure, it might not happen the same way as like you could go to the moon and survive.
Mm-hmm.
You could like have unicorns coming out of your asshole in
Mm-hmm.
like 10 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could
understand
happen,
your
but
point with
the
bringing this
symmetry
up.
breaker is the probability of these things. I'm saying that with my case of Trump and AB and those lives being taken due to ABs occurring, like I am at a level of justification where I would say that I know that this is the case. And I'm just saying that for
You know
you,
that it's a
it
case
seems
that
like maybe
abortions have increased since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. I agree with you.
I am aware that those things have increased, but luckily my ethics do not hinge on merely the outcomes of what have occurred.
So
I
something
am a
Donald Trump did
deontologist.
increased abortions. Not only did he
Yeah,
increase
I'm not
the
a
amount of abortions,
consequentialist.
hold on. So not only did he increase the amount of abortions, but he also cut USAID funding, which will lead to an increase in the amount of preventable deaths.
I'm aware, but number one, the USID thing, I just think that this is slightly a red herring because what you're doing is you're saying, oh, sure, the left's position on gender and AB, these things are really bad, but look at these other bad things Trump is doing. So it does seem like a red herring.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, you don't think that you committed a red herring. Do you know what a red herring is?
You literally just said that I'm saying, sure, this is bad. I don't think abortion is bad. I don't think trans people are bad. So no, I didn't commit a red herring. I'm just simply pointing out, if you care about, because that's why I asked you the question,
Mm-hmm.
is your goal to reduce the amount of preventable deaths? You said yes, right? That doesn't
Mm-hmm.
happen under a Trump admin.
Well, it's actually interesting because now, again, since we both agree that we don't know things for certain, now we only know things with a degree of certainty. And I feel like, again, one symmetry breaker is going to be like the level of certainty that you're sort of saying that you have with the USAID, or whatever that's called. I don't know
How
if
do
you
you
have
know
a
that
good
like
way.
abortions? How do you know how many abortions happen every year, and how do you know for certain those are the actual numbers? How do you know it's not like
Yeah, the way
two?
I would say that the way that I know that and knowledge requires justification is I would appeal to my theory of justification, which is phenomenal explanationism. I don't want to debate epistemology, but I came in. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you about it if you want.
Sure, go ahead, explain.
Oh my God, you want to go
Sure.
into phenomenal?
I'm not. I
Okay.
don't want to debate. I just need to, because I asked you, how do you know this for certain? And I
Well,
don't understand what you said, so I'm asking for clarification. I had 17
I
abortions
never
this
said I
week,
know it for
double.
certain. I said that I know it, which is two different claims. You can know something without knowing it for certain.
When did I make the claim I know it for certain?
I never said that. You said that you know it for certain.
You literally said that I'm acting like I know this for certain. That was your word.
Okay, but that's not
So
me
you
saying
can
that you said
concede
you
I
know it
didn't
for certain.
say-
I said you're
but you-
acting like it.
Okay, but I didn't say it, right?
You didn't say it, but you acted like it.
Okay, aren't you acting like it when you tell me the amount of abortions that happen every year? Like if I were to ask you how many
No, I
abortions
don't
that
think I'm
happen-
acting like it. I think that I'm just saying
So,
that
hold on,
there's some
if I
good
ask you how
reason.
many abortions happen every year, what's your answer? In America, what's your answer?
Like 1 million-ish.
Okay. 1 million-ish?
Yeah.
And you're telling me that's different from me saying, like the estimation that I gave you prior, you're telling me that these two answers are different? If they're both
Different.
based on statistics?
What? Are they different? Yeah, they are different in a sense, yeah. Because one of them obviously requires much more estimation than the other. Like when you do your US aid thing, that obviously kind of requires a chain of events that have to occur. And then if one chain of events doesn't lead to the next one, right? So I feel like there's more, I'm just going to say I'm just going to say ways that your view could either skew from the truth or skew from the numbers that you're presenting. And I feel like with mine, they're just more direct. It's like we just kind of look at the numbers, and it's not necessarily like a
How do you
chain
know those
reaction.
numbers
of a
aren't
bunch of things.
flawed?
I would say due to the reliability of like certain sources and like past accurate data. I cannot believe we're
How do you
debating
know past
epistemology, by the
data
way. I
was
wanted to
accurate?
debate gender.
But how do you know past data was accurate?
How do we know it? Well,
Because you said
again,
you know
phenomenal
that these numbers are
explanationism.
accurate because of past data that was also accurate. So how do you know past data is accurate?
I would know that due to phenomenal explanationism. It would reduce down to a foundational seeming, and then that seeming would need to be the best explanation for why you're having the seeming, and then yeah. So can we move on from the epistemology debate and debate gender real quick? If that's okay.
You want to debate gender?
I have some good points to make.
What do we gain about debating gender?
Oh,
do I
I'm
gain?
so glad you asked that, actually. I think that truth is intrinsically good. I do have an argument for that. And I think that, with the left, they spew or set a standard with respect to the gender realm that does not promote truth, because they obviously believe that trans women can be women and vice versa for men.
What's a
And I
woman?
think that my view is closer aligned with the truth.
What's a woman?
A woman is an adult human female.
What's a female?
Female is an organism who, I'll say an organism who is organized around the production of large gametes.
I'm not going to have that debate with you. Moving on to the next guest. How's it going, D-Sport Trump?
No, but hold on.
Your child. The reason why I'm not going to have a debate with you, host ran. You can say I ran, but I talked to him for like 10 minutes. I asked a clarifying question about abortion, and it was kind of going in circles. And I feel like that's how the whole thing would start off. I would give my
Aiden.
definition of abortion. Hello?
Aiden, you graduate in 2030. Your best friend in your bio has 2030 in his bio.
The reason why I quote unquote ran from the debate is because I spent 10 minutes talking to him going in circles, and I feel like the debate would just continue going in circles if we had debated about gender. I don't even need a justification. It's my platform, but I would tell him my definition. I would tell him this. He would say mine is circular. I would say his is circular, etc., etc. And I think that's just going to be a useless conversation to have. And also, the reason why I didn't debate abortion is because I don't really debate. I try to debate around abortion. I don't like debating abortion on here. I don't like debating about topics, in reference to communities that I'm not part of. And most of you guys know here. Host, I was on your side before you kicked him. Okay. Cool. That's great. You take that to be a concession? No. That's me telling you I'm not going to have a conversation with you on that. Plus, Donald Trump has done nothing. Donald Trump is actually very pro-trans people, by the way.
Wait, I just want to say, Irushi, that's not true. Irushi just said based use slurs before on lives too, so good to kick him before he could. No, that's not true. It's top 10 lies.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't there's evidence of that. I mean, I'm more inclined to believe my chat on typical circumstances. I'm more inclined to believe now. I'm not saying you did or didn't, but
No, Jeremiah, I'm telling you, I know this dude.
sure, but
No!
I just don't think that you know for certain because you weren't in every single live that he's been on. I know some people who come on my lives and say slurs.
everywhere. I follow him everywhere because he's a Phil bro, and I'm trying to learn philosophy.
It looks like you have a fan base.
No,
Doesn't
he
even have that
he knows stuff. Yeah, Irushi, please send proof, please. There's so many clips of bass, but never him saying a bad word. He usually doesn't even cuss in debate, so that's why I'm like, bruh. Let's see.
So if you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe as always. I look, you might get off. I wanted to be on for an hour and a half. I guess I've been on for 2 hours. How long? It's been 2 hours on the dot. Wow. 2 hours on the dot. I'm way over time.
Yeah, I'm about to go live with a bunch
Trump
of top.
2032. Based. Trump 2048, low key. Trump equals God, real. Trump is God. Respect our president, it's his birthday. Guess what? People are more likely to pass away on their birthday. Especially if you're over 60.
It's his birthday, like for real.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. No one cares about this man's birthday. Like,
Let me give you a quick argument for Trump being God.
wait, trust.
I'm not doing that.
No trust, trust.
We're not gonna have a debate
No.
on if Donald Trump is God.
Oh.
Are we you no, don't let him back up. Donald Trump equals
Okay,
God.
okay.
What are we doing?
Is
I
that
have
blasphemy?
a 5 premise argument. You know what? I concede. Donald Trump is God. Donald Trump is the God.
I'm about to go live with a few topics. I'm gonna do AB, trans woman, and neo pronouns, which I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. A lot of people don't even know what they are.
Easy win. Real. Trump is God. So real. So real. So real. So real.
Quite frankly.
Y'all are little kids who are brainwashed by Barack Obama, Marxist propaganda machine your whole life. You lack common sense. Real.
Alrighty. I'm gonna get off and start my live. Have a good night, Jeremiah's.
You take care. Have a good one. You watch CNN or MSNBC, and you believe whatever they tell you. Open the Washington Post and said it must be true. It's called stupidity. Real, so real, so real. It's been a long stream. Oh, that one guest that was like talking about race. Interesting conversation. Should I hit a restart or should I just end? I've been on for 2 hours. What's up, Izzy? Give me one good one. We've had 3 good ones, or I think 2 good ones. Well, hopefully we get more. But I will be back. Chat, YouTube, TikTok. Keep chatting. I'll be back. Welcome back. I'm back. What's up, YouTube? What's up, TikTok? You know the next gas. Thank you so much. Give me some WZs in the chat. I appreciate you.
I don't know why, but my hands are shaking so much. Like, I don't know why. Anyways, yeah, cutie patootie, love you though.
Take care, Screaming Phoenix. Stop this. Everyone had a pick with that, man. So real. I bet you did too, Lucky.
My dick red, but my balls yellow. You can call me ketchup and mustard.
Cool. Good thing I don't like ketchup or mustard. How's it going?
Jeremiah, what's up, bro? I see you still haven't got a haircut yet, but let's get past that, bro.
My
I can't
hair
believe
isn't
it's
even that
diabolical,
like.
bro.
I got a haircut like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but why do you cut it like that where it's like you have no forehead, bro? It makes you look weird. Like you have no
grew.
forehead.
I'm gonna get.
I mean, I'm
in,
not,
like,
bro.
a week.
Listen, hold on, Jeremiah. Listen, I'm not trying to make fun of you, bro. I'm just saying, bro, you look like a little boy with this haircut. You don't look like a grown man, so that's why nobody takes you serious. If you got a different haircut, bro, you might look a lot
Gotta go
more
bald?
mature. No, not go bald, but bro, like, look, you have no forehead.
Should we start the haircut fund?
I mean, dude, go to Great Clips. Like, you can get a haircut for $20. I'll pay for it, dude. I'll send you the Venmo.
Yes, Venmo me $20 and I'll get a haircut. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're there and you get the haircut and it's different, I will 100% on my
You gotta send
mom.
the
I will
21st.
send you the money.
You gotta send it first.
No, dude, come on, dude.
No.
Once
I'm
you
never
get a
gonna get a
proper
haircut.
haircut, dude. I mean, come on, listen, hold on. Here's the deal. Once you get a proper haircut, I'll send you the $20. Worst case
Nah, you gotta
scenario,
send it
you just
first.
grow. Worst case scenario, you grow it out again though. So it's not even like you're
worst
gonna
case
lose.
scenario is you send me the $20. Actually, best case scenario.
And also, hold on, bro. Let's talk about your outfit. Let's talk about your fit. Okay, you don't shop at fucking Spencer's anymore, dude. Wear a fucking just wear a normal t-shirt with no. Bro, here, Jeremiah, listen. T-shirts that are plain, bro, speaks volumes.
Have you seen any of my live streams? I wear plain shirts.
Motherfucker, the other day you wore the same thing back to back the next day. Remember I
Brown
called you out
shirt?
on it?
Yeah, it's called washing it.
You wore it the same day. You woke up and was wearing the same shit. Come on, Jeremiah. Come
It
on.
was in the morning, and I washed it, and then I wore it again.
Okay.
Because I like that
Yeah,
shirt.
no,
I also
you
like
wore
the Snoopy
two
shirt, and I like this
that
shirt
you-
too.
Bro, how do you have one shirt, dude? How you
I
wash
have a
your
lot
one
of
shirt?
shirts.
Then why did you have to wash that one shirt and wear the same shirt?
Thank you so much. You're amazing. Because I like that shirt. Because I'm W Jules in the chat for the 3 hand hearts. You are absolutely incredible. You are amazing. W's in the YouTube chat and TikTok chat. I wore it again because I like that shirt. And it was the vibe that day. Like brown was the vibe. Like sometimes
know,
the vibe
man.
is this
It's just-
shirt. I haven't worn this shirt in like 3 weeks. Sometimes it's Snoopy. Sometimes it's a blue shirt, green shirt. I've been wearing like a lot of green shirts right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that you, like when I look at you, bro, I think
I
of
think you
like
just
a
can't debate on why you
13-year-old.
support Trump.
No, I think you're just like a 13-year-old. So why would I debate somebody that's 13 years old that has no experience, bro? You've
13.
never even had a real job, Jeremiah.
I've had lots of jobs.
You're like 17 years old, dude. What do you mean you've had lots of jobs? Where's your last job at?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
I mean, I run a business, bro. I run a chemical manufacturing company, a co-packing company. I'm just trying to figure out, what do you do, bro?
What do I do? Your mom.
See, dude, right there, man. Right there. And you know this will be on, I'm going to clip this, bro. So it's going to be on the internet forever, right?
I
So
think I
like,
already have a debate on you with you on YouTube where you got cooked.
no, not at all, man. I have plenty of
Why do you
times
support
where I've
Trump?
clip. Why do I support Trump?
Sure.
I mean, lower taxes, the border, no one's
What
coming
about
across
the
the
border
border.
secure?
100, yeah, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 people are coming across the
Can
border
we
every
agree that a
month. Who
secure
knows?
border is going to be based on apprehensions, encounters, and deportations?
They're not coming
Can
here
you answer,
anymore,
just
dude.
answer my question, yes or no?
They're not
Is-
coming
hold on,
here anymore. This guy is shushing me. He's like 16 years old. This guy.
Is a secure border reliant on deportations, apprehensions, and encounters, yes or no?
Say that again.
Is a secure border reliant on deportations, encounters, and apprehensions, yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Cool. That Donald Trump's border is less secure than under Biden because according to ICE,
How? When
Donald
they're
Trump-
not coming across the border, bud. They're not coming here anymore.
That's a false premise. That's a false
What
and
are you watching, dude?
I will explain it to you right now, okay? If you shut up and don't interrupt, I can explain it to you. I know you're obsessed with my hair, right? Right? I know you
No,
probably
I'm
wish
not,
there
bro.
was
I'm
a
trying to
I
help
know
you
you
out.
probably wish
I'm
I
like
know you
your
probably
older
I know
brother.
you probably wish there was a wig specifically about my hair.
I'm like your older brother trying to help you, dude.
I know you probably wish you were my older brother, so you would shave off my head and then take all your hair and
I
put it
would
yourself. You're
slap you
probably a
around
white
if
old
you're my older
man,
brother.
right?
I'd slap
But
you around if you're my older brother.
Sure. Besides that, the point that I'm trying to make is that you agreed a secure border is reliant upon deportations, apprehensions, and encounters. According to ICE.gov, apprehensions, border encounters, and deportations have decreased. Meaning that Donald Trump's in reference to Biden and Trump. So Donald Trump has a less secure border than Biden. If you unmute yourself one more time, I'm gonna kick you. Stop unmuting yourself. Holy shit! Just shut
I'm not
up
even-
because I know you're gonna interrupt me. Stop.
I'm not
unmuting
even saying
yourself.
anything, bro.
Just stop unmuting yourself.
But I'm not
Or I
saying
kick you.
anything.
You have 10 seconds. Go on mute. You
I'm
have
not
10
saying
seconds.
anything though. Go, bro. I'm not saying anything.
Okay, if you interrupt me once, I cook you.
You're not cooking anybody, dude.
Kick you. Did I say cook? I meant kick.
You're okay, but go. I'm not even saying anything. You don't have to mute me, man. Go.
If you interrupt me once, I kick you. And I'll consider that a running a consist. So I'll repeat. You agreed border encounters, deportations, and apprehensions are what makes a border secure. Donald Trump has less compared to Biden and Trump. Donald Trump has way less comparing Biden and Trump.
Because
Okay?
they're not
Then you said
coming
yes,
here
yes, yes,
anymore.
and then you said they're not coming
You're
here anymore.
not coming
and then,
here no
and then
more,
you
bro.
said, and then you said they're not coming in here anymore. That's a false premise because what we're actually seeing, they're not being encountered. Border encounters are down
Because they're not
entrance.
coming here.
No, they're not being encountered. That's like saying, let me give you a
Because
scenario.
they're
Let me
not
give you let me
coming
give you
here.
let me give you a hypothetical question.
Are
Let me
you
give let me-
fucking slow?
Let me give you a hypothetical question. Okay. If there are 10 people, right, that are in a store, but there's only 5 that you know of, and you catch all 5, is that a 100% catch rate or is that a 50% catch rate? Answer the question with 50% or 100%.
So are you going after all 100% or are you just going after 50% though?
If there are 10 people in a store,
Are you going after all 10?
if there are 10 people in the store and there is only 5 that you know of, and you only catch the 5 that you know of, right? Because you don't know the other 5 over there, right? But we know from outside perspective, we know the other 5 are there, but you don't.
Oh my God.
Is that a
this guy's
100%
analogy is
success
so
rate or a 50%
idiotic, bro.
success rate?
Your analogy is so
Is that
idiotic,
50
dude.
or is that 100?
But am I just going after those
Is
5
that 50
people?
or is
But
that
am I go-
100?
But am I going after just those 5 people?
Is the
Yeah, that would be 50% of the fucking 10. Yes.
Great.
Okay, but
Great. Perfect. The
Oh my
same
God.
way as we know that border encounters have decreased, we don't
Bro, what
know
are you
that they're not
talking
still coming
about?
into the country. The border
Your
encounters
analogy
could have
is so
decreased.
idiotic, dude. I can't believe you.
You think the analogy is idiotic because you don't have enough brain cells to look at it.
So hold on, Jeremiah, give me a second. If you would have said all 10 illegal immigrants were in the store, okay, and I went in there and I got only 5 of them, yes, that's a 50% rate. So you didn't even make the analogy correctly,
No,
bro.
you only know about 5 of them. You don't know about the other 5.
What do you
but
mean?
we
I
know
only
there's
if
10.
they're in the store, I know everybody who's in the store, dude.
Okay, so we know how, exactly by the exact
Yeah, because
number.
the store is
how-
really
wait,
small, dude. What do
So
you mean
we
if
know,
I go
we know,
into-
we, hold on. So we know the exact number of undocumented immigrants there are in this country?
Do we know exactly how many are here? Yeah, over 10 million. Biden reported
number?
that, but I
What's the
think it's
exact
like
number?
30 million. It's like 30 million, dude.
Like, what's the exact number?
Well, it's over 10 million.
What's the
That's what
exact
Biden
number?
reported.
What's the exact
10
number?
million.
What's the
Under
exact
Biden,
number is
bro,
10 million?
Under Biden, 10 million came across the border,
False.
but we all know it's more
False.
than that.
False.
They reported
Completely
it,
false.
dude.
False. What you're referencing
Pull it
is
up.
not.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up, dude. I'll put it on the
This
big
guy is
screen
gonna
for
make
you.
me go insane. You didn't even answer my question. You didn't even answer my question. But I'll
What's the
address-
question, bro?
I forgot the question.
Yeah, because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, you
Because
dingling.
you didn't answer the question and you pivoted. The question that I asked you was in reference, in regards. I'll just address what you said. You said there were 10 million under Joe Biden. False. That's what you're referring to is 9 million border encounters. Okay, but just because they got encountered at the border doesn't mean they came into the country. According to Pew Research,
Motherfucker, they were letting them in, dude. What are you talking about? They were letting them. They were letting them in, Jeremiah.
Hold on.
Dude, you're cooked, man.
According to Pew, only 4 million came under Joe Biden, meaning it went from 10.5 to 14 or 10,
Jeremiah,
15
let me
million
ask you a
people.
question. Jeremiah, under Biden or Trump, who has the best border policy, bro?
Biden.
You are fucking idiotic, dude.
You agreed.
You're such an idiot.
You agreed that a secure border is deportations, apprehensions, and encounters. Donald Trump has less deportations, less encounters, and less apprehensions. Joe Biden has higher
because they're not
deportations,
coming
higher
here
encounters,
anymore.
and higher
Because they're not
deportations.
coming here anymore. Are you
It's
fucking
because we're not
idiotic?
catching them. It's because we're not catching them because they're not getting
Because
encountered.
they're not coming here. Are
No.
you slow? Are you fucking
dumb?
idiotic?
Are you dumb?
Dude,
Genuinely?
you are so fucking slow, dude.
What's
They're
your
not
source?
coming here anymore.
What's your source? What's your source for that?
Because
What's your-
we
what's your
know they
statistic?
know Donald Trump's gonna turn them away back at the border.
No, but what's
what do
your
you
source?
mean?
No, you need source.
What do you mean? What's my
Fifis.
source, motherfucker? We're reporting this. 0 people are coming across the border now.
According to who?
DHS, even the CDC reports it, dude.
I remember my question. What is so you don't know the exact number of undocumented immigrants there are in this country, right?
How many are undocumented in this country?
exact
Probably
number,
30
yeah.
million, probably 30 plus
Probably,
million, dude.
but you don't know the exact
Yes.
number.
Okay, then tell us what's the exact number, Jeremiah.
That was the point with my hypothetical question. The reason that I brought up how many
What the
exact
fuck?
numbers
This guy
is
just
because
flip flops on everything, dude.
no, because I forgot the question that I asked, but now I remember. The reason why I brought up the hypothetical and I said you only know about 5 of them is because in this instance we don't know how many undocumented immigrants there
The
are.
source is the border security, bro. Okay, what are you missing
Border
about
security,
that?
that's a source?
Yeah, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, so then border, so then that's
What do you-
false. So then border security. You said border security is
So
apprehensions, deportations,
CBP's
and
not
encounters. All
reporting
those are down.
this. So who's the CBP?
Yeah, what's the
So
title?
they're-
Yeah, what's the
so
title?
they're
What's the
not-
title?
they're not
What's the
reporting
title?
this,
What's the
bro?
title?
See-
What's the title? What's the title?
Jeremiah, just let me
No,
read
what's
this.
the title?
bro. Let me read
What's
it.
the title? Sure, no. What's the title? Give me the title.
This is Homeland Security.
What's the title?
2025 begins with over 4. Hold on, let me pull it up. If you just let me put it on the big screen, man. It's
me the
there's
title.
no ifs, ands,
me
or
the
buts
title.
about it. Yeah, go to the homeland.house.gov. I mean, what the fuck,
What's
bro?
the title?
Under Biden,
Each side is gonna just argue
reported
and,
roughly
argue either
11
side will win,
million
I'm with.
border encounters nationwide.
Yeah, border
bro.
exactly. Border encounters.
Okay, hold
what
on,
you
let me
just read
finish.
proved me right. Border encounters.
With
Do you know?
about
hold on,
9 million
hold on.
at the south.
Do you know that people who are encountered at the border
Let me
could also
fucking
be turned
finish,
away?
bro.
Can you
Let
can
me
you
fucking
agree?
finish, bro.
No, what's the title first? Give me the title.
God, this guy's so fucking idiotic, man.
What's the title?
Yeah, it's under homeland.house.gov. If you go there, the
That's
title
not
is
a title.
startling stat fact sheet. Okay.
That's not the title. What's the actual title?
Can you just let me pull it up on the screen
No,
for you
what's
so
the
I can put
title?
it on the screen?
What is the title?
I'm not going to read the whole fucking title. You're not going to
Give
be
me
able
the
to
whole
find it,
title.
bro. Startling stats fact sheet. It begins with over 140,000. So 2025.
Sure. 2025. Continue.
Over 140,000 border encounters nationwide. Just type that in. If you just let me read this and shut up, you would understand, bro.
FY 2025 begins
So for
with
you-
over
for you to
140,000
sit
border
here-
encounters. Is that one? Is that it?
Sure.
Okay. Worsening public safety crisis. Okay. Okay. This just says.
Now I want you to hold on. What I want you to do, Jeremiah, is compare this
Did you even read the title?
to when Biden was in, bro. I want you to
Did you
compare
even read the
this.
title?
So, bro, yes, I want you to compare this to when Biden was in. Okay.
Yeah. And under Biden, it's better.
No, it's not, dude. No,
Because
it's
we
not.
want-
They were letting
we-
in millions
hold
of
on,
people.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Dude.
Hold on. I know you're emotional. I know you're an emotional little man. Chill. We can agree. We would prefer people to be encountered at the border, right? We want people to be encountered at the border, correct? Because if they're not encountered, then that means we don't know that they're in this country, right? So we want them to be encountered. We want a high encounter rate because that means we know.
The fuck we don't, Jeremiah. We want these people not to come here,
So
period.
if there's
What do you
100
mean you want a
people-
high encounter rate, you dingaling?
Yes. If there's 100
Why?
people, if there's 100 people that are coming into the country, do we want 100% encounter rate or a 0% encounter rate?
Bro,
Which one?
of course we want to encounter them, but that's not always possible, bro. There's thousands of miles of fucking border wall.
Yes, exactly.
So we're not going to encounter every single one of them, right? Oh, okay, so give me a second.
You're thinking.
Give me a second.
You are finally processing.
No, give me a
You are
second, Jeremiah. Give me a
finally-
second. But you're
thinking.
misconstruing the words, bro.
You're
You're
thinking.
misconstruing the words,
you
bro.
finally got a
But
brain
you're
cell to
misconstrued.
form
You're
in
not
your head.
understanding the words,
You
though,
use
dude.
both of your brain cells. You put them
But
together.
you're not
I
understanding,
understand
though.
they were
You're
racing.
like going in.
I understand they were racing for first place, but for the first time in your life, you put them together, and they worked to form the first thought. So let me go off of what you said. We can't encounter everyone. I agree
Second,
with you,
Jeremiah. Just give me
I
30
agree with
seconds,
you,
bro, so I
but
can
the
cook you. If
difference
you would learn.
is Joe Biden
You're not gonna
encountered
learn, bud.
more people than Donald Trump.
Oh my God! And they let them in, dude. What do you mean? They let
didn't.
them
Only
in.
less than 4 million people came in undocumented. Less
You're
than
fucking
4.
idiotic,
That's
bro.
according to Pew.
Here's what I want. Jeremiah. I want Trump, somebody like Trump that tells these motherfuckers to not even come to the border.
You're a conservative.
I want them to
You want
not
a man
even
to tell you
come
what
to the
do.
fucking border. I want them to think that we're gonna shoot them when they come to the border. That's what I want, bud.
Of course.
So
you
then
do.
they
Are
won't
you white?
come, and we won't have encounters. You dingaling.
Are you white?
So if
you white?
we say,
Yes or
hey,
no?
you come to the border, we're gonna shoot some
How about
warning
how
shots
about I
at you,
just
little
prove what
fucks.
I said. For there's 127 people here. I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna.
Dude,
prove
I
how
don't give a
just talked about
fuck,
you. Look,
bud. Because guess what?
So real quick,
They
real
wouldn't
quick,
be coming
real quick,
to the border if we had a strong president.
Real quick. So this is in 2019. 10.5, right? The number of unauthorized immigrants in the U.S. grew sharply from 2021 to 2023. 10.5. It went up to 14, meaning it was less than 4 million people that came in under Biden. Less than 4 million people that came in under Biden that were undocumented immigrants. Less than 4 million. So what you're talking
Okay,
about
but now look at what it's at now, though.
what you're talking about is bordering.
Look
This
at
is-
what it's at now. You're cooking yourself, bro. You're cooking yourself.
You're
You're literally cooking yourself.
This is the peak.
Okay, now look at what it is now.
What it's now is there are less encounters, less deportations,
Because they're not
and the
coming
same
here.
amount. There's the
You
same
fucking
amount of.
idiot. Oh my God. This guy just cooked himself, bro.
How did I cook myself? Go ahead.
Jeremiah, just please shut up and give me a second, bro. The reason why there's no encounters now is because they know that Trump doesn't want them here,
Prove it.
so they're not coming.
Prove it.
What do you mean, prove it? There's less encounters.
Okay, your correlation causation. You're
There's
saying
less
that
counters. What do you mean?
causation-
Oh, correlation, causation. Shut the fuck up. Shut up with that shit, you faggot.
All
You're a
right, buddy.
fucking pussy faggot, dude.
He did that to run away. Wow. What a runner. There's over 150 people in here. 150 people saw this man crash out and slur. Saw this man scream and slur. 150 people just on TikTok alone saw that man get absolutely demolished, absolutely cooked, crash out, and then slur. That's MAGA for you guys. Thank you for the follow. If you're not following, hit that follow. But if you haven't already, guys, that's what we deal here. That's what we deal with every single day. We go live on TikTok and YouTube, and we debate MAGA. Moving on to the next, guys. If you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. If you want to follow, make sure to follow already. If you want to click the link tree,
Fuck yeah.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Trump supporter 100% right here, bro.
Give me a
when
second.
ICE came up into this game, bro, and he deported all these illegals, the one thing that Donald Trump set in motion, he made everyone think twice about coming back to the United States, Jack. Real shit. Real talk. Real numbers. No bullshit.
Sure.
Real shit, real talk, man.
Sure,
They ain't coming back,
real talk, real
homeboy.
quick.
They're
Can
gonna
I,
think
hold
twice.
on. I don't want to mute you. I just need a grift.
You know what
If
I'm
guys-
saying?
Yeah, I
You ain't
understand what you're-
American, bro.
I'll let
You ain't
you-
American. Let me tell you something, homeboy. You know, you playing around with Hello Neighbor. You know, playing the video game Hello Neighbor. Your generation playing the game Hello Neighbor, Bendy's Ink Machine, motherfucking Baldy's fucking basement and shit. Yo, you played a video game. We lived that fucking life, homeboy.
I've never played Hello
Real
Neighbor in
shit.
my life.
Real talk. Real numbers.
Can I address
You
what you're
fake
saying?
as fuck, homeboy. You fake as fuck. Real shit.
You're crashing
Real
out in front
talk.
of you're crashing
Real
out in front of
numbers.
200
You're a
people.
little punk,
You're
man.
not letting me talk
You're a
in front of
fucking
200
punk little
people.
bitch. You're a punk little fucking bitch. Grow up. I wish you bunch of fucking Gen Z faggots, man. Punk little bitches, man.
What is going on? What is going on? 2 people in a row crashed out in front of 200 people. 160 people on 170 people on TikTok, 30 people on YouTube. What are we doing? I'll address what he said. First off, he said people, the ICE, whatever, they're getting people out of this country. I literally forgot what he said because of how many people, how many points he started yapping about. Trump is like a god, whatever, blah, 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 all this good stuff, whatever. And then he crashed out and slurred, and then he said, I'm not American, blah, 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 whatever. He was saying that, like, we should get everyone out. ICE is a good thing, blah, blah, blah. He couldn't even let me speak. He is a man-child. He knows that, Jeremiah's right. I appreciate you. Moving on to the next guys. If you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. Moving on to Thomas. As always, make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't already. How's it going, Thomas? Do you support Trump?
Yo, what's up, man?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you support Trump?
No, I don't. I just want
Alright.
to tell you that I really like what you're doing. It's a good thing. I think Trump's a horrible person. I think he's a horrible president. And thank you for doing this.
I appreciate
And
I appreciate you for coming up here.
And teaching people that Trump is a terrible person.
I appreciate you. Take care. Have a wonderful day. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
18.
Nah, I don't trust him. Moving on to the next guys. If you guys want to support this live, you can do so by checking out the link tree in the bio. You can find all of my social media, my threads, Instagram, YouTube, all of the above, as well as monetarily. You can find my Buy Me a Coffee link, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. It's not mandatory, but everything is appreciated. It helps out with Celsius's coffee, etc., etc. Everything is greatly appreciated. You can attach a donation to read out in front of 150 plus people. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
How old are you?
18.
Why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because he is a neo-libertarian philangist, and he most
Sure. Can you
supports
define
society.
phalangism?
Phalangism is it's basically it's an ideology that has like national syndicalism, it's
Define
anti-capitalist,
national syndicalism.
it's like it's like communism, but like right wing. I don't know if I'm right
Define
about that.
neo-libertarian.
That's like, well, neo, the suffix neo, new libertarian.
I'm not gonna lie, you're like the worst troll. I've had people like talk so fast to the point where I can't understand them that are better trolls than you. Let's go. Do you support Trump? Hello?
Hello?
Do you support Trump?
Yeah, what's up?
How old are you?
60 something.
Why do you support Trump?
Well, I like the idea of make America great again because I came to this country 45 years ago. I grew up here. I knew when America was at the peak, when this subway was 50 cents, the stamp was 10 cents, 14 plantain for $1. Everything was cheap. Gas was 49 cents a gallon. So is any way America can become great again to this point. I'm going to vote
Can
for
you tell
that.
me what Trump has done good for this country?
Well, what's done for this country? Or you
Yeah.
should look that for yourself because you want to tell me there's nothing?
You can name like maybe one or two things, but I think the harm overwhelmingly is more harmful than the good that comes out of the two things that he did.
Well, this is what I understand before I answer you. When you see a country, every president is coming with his ideology. Everybody is going to lead according to what they believe or know that's good for the country.
Sure.
Many people, they don't like the fact they lost the election. Even if Trump come and say God is good, they are going to say God is not good. We are at war. The country is at war. We have a lot of people who don't like America. You see, I'm a foreigner. Coming from Haiti to this country 45 years ago. I work everywhere in this country. I was
Like
homeless.
the point is, no aspect of the American economy is doing better. In fact, they're all doing worse. like in terms of macro aspects of the economy. Gas is also worse. That's not a macro aspect. That's worse. Literally, foreign policy is worse. We're in a war. There wouldn't have been a war under Harris. And I think you told me to look up what he's done good myself. So I
Well,
don't think you're here.
foreign policy was worse.
Yes,
Foreign policy was
we're in a
worse.
war. We're in a war right now. We wouldn't have been under a war with Harris.
And therefore, if Biden and Obama and Kamala Harris did what they're supposed to do, we would not
Obama
be at
did what he
war
was
now.
supposed to do. The JCPOA.
They didn't do what they didn't
Donald
do
Trump
what they
greenlit
supposed to
Iran
do.
to build nuclear weapons in 2018.
What did Obama say? What did Hillary Clinton say? What did they all say?
Obama prevented Iran from
My
building
friend,
nuclear
listen,
weapons.
listen. All of them say Iran should not have this type of weapon.
But
Okay.
Obama actually acted on it with
Obama give them money.
diplomacy.
Well, you cannot expect
Trump is
Trump
gonna
to
give
be
them
like
money.
Obama. You cannot
And
expect
also,
Trump
it
to
was
be like
their own
Obama.
money, by the way. It was their own money. But
Well,
we
it was
just
their
lifted off
money. Why
sanctions.
they
And
hold?
Donald Trump is also going to lift off sanctions.
Who hold the money first? Why their own money is here? Why they hold his money? Because
we
he
stole
was
their
at
money
fault.
in the we stole their money in the 1970s.
You stole the money.
Yes, we stole America stole the money.
We stole the money for your good. You are enjoy the money. Where are you? You are in America.
That's not
right?
good. Stealing isn't good.
Well. Tell me when America was not stealing. When you sit down there yapping like that, it's because you are stealing too. Everybody steal. All the presidents steal. When they went to
that's not
Haiti,
good.
they stole money too from Haiti. What do you think?
Yeah,
You are living there. You are living so happily with whatever you are having or doing because you are living on there. They are stealing. You steal too. All presidents steal. You have to be
disagree with that.
realistic. You lose the election, get lost, and get ready for something else. If Biden and Kamala Harris and Obama was doing the right thing, we would not be here. The only reason Trump became president for the first time because Washington was dirty and stinky. They were not doing anything for this country, for the people. Okay, so I'm not going to stand up there and say Trump is an angel, but at the same token, is not the worst too. As a matter of fact, from history to history, Trump will remain one of the best presidents America ever have because if somebody can stand up against all this nonsense the Democrats bring on, like USAID, like
USA, the cuts to
USAID,
USAID are going to lead to 14 million people dying, 4.5 million of them being children. That's
who die for
nonsense,
what? Who die for what?
right? Because of the lack of access to USAID funding.
But let me teach you something. When USAID go to Haiti, go to this poor country, what do they think? Do they help? They don't help. When they go to this country, bring money for homosexuality, for changing there, you think that's help me or that's help you?
That's not happening.
I mean, don't be
That's
funny,
not
okay?
That's just simply not happening.
Well, don't you see what they say in the Congress? They give you a list of money USAID is spending just for this thing, and then you want to tell me it's not true? Listen, don't be fool. Me, as an American citizen, when I came to this country, I was homeless, okay? I go up, I work hard my butt for 3 jobs all the time. I become a lawyer, I become a real estate investor because I commit myself to get blessed by everything America offers, okay? Anybody can do that. If I came from Haiti,
America is now in a worse place right now than we were prior to Trump era.
why don't you live? Are you living? Why don't you live?
The reason why I won't leave is because I want to progress America and I want to change it.
If you want to change, you have to back up Trump, make America great again. Whatever the Democrats are offering, America
Trump
is not
isn't
going to
making
be
America
great with
great
them.
again. I think Democrats should have adopted.
Don't
the
fool
Make America
yourself.
Great
Don't fool
Again.
you. You are not living. You know, everybody's killing
I never made the
themselves.
claim I was leaving.
But let me ask you something. Why so many people are killing themselves to come here if America is so worse?
There's actually less immigration into the country in 2025 compared
What do
to
you mean?
other years.
What do you say?
There is a reduction in the growth of immigration in 2025 compared to other fiscal years.
No. Why most country everybody is trying to kill themselves to come here? And then when you say the country, what
I
did you
think
ever
at one point people suffered through a lot by crossing the Mexican-American
But
border.
what was
because
responsible for
America,
them?
because America was like the dream place to be in. But I think over the years that dream
Because
has
America is good.
deteriorated.
Because America is good. Why don't you
On
say
what
America is
aspect
good?
is America the best country?
America is the best country. That's why I'm
On
here.
what
That's why
aspect?
you are here.
Wait, based on what? How is it the
Listen,
best country?
when I left my country in Haiti, I came here. I was poor and I was homeless for like
Also,
4
the
months.
reason
on
why
the
I'm
train.
here is because I was born here, right? That me
Well,
being
you
here
were
doesn't
born here.
justify. But
You
hold on,
were
can you answer
born
my
here.
question? Based on what evidence is America the best country? How are you determining this?
Because everybody have the opportunity to achieve a lot of things they cannot achieve anywhere else, and then
False.
everybody's
In
killing
the Nordic
themselves to
countries,
come here.
and then in the Nordic countries, people have more economic mobility, so that's false.
So why they are coming here? Why you have all these people come here? Did you ever
Like
get
I
to
said,
Western
in
Union?
2025, there was a reduction in the growth
My
of
friend,
immigration to this country.
I can be your father. Listen to this and learn. Who is responsible for the other country to do good? Their country, their politician.
Sure.
Their country must be
Nordic
ready
countries
for
like
them.
Switzerland, Nordic countries like Switzerland and Denmark are ranked amongst the best countries in the world, not America.
They're the best country. Why not everybody going over there? I'm not going over there. I'm okay here. I'm not going over there. Are you
Because
going over there?
America is a
If
global
I
superpower.
consider it is best than America, I'm living today. There is not. None of them.
I would rather live in Nordic countries than America.
So why not live in? You're full of self.
Because I want to change America.
You want to change America? If you want to change, don't be fooled.
I want
If you
free
want to change
healthcare. I want
America,
better economic mobility.
if you want to change America, if you have to be honest, if you want to change America, if you want to change
If I want to
America,
change America, I just got to push the Progressive Party, and that's what we're doing. We're seeing a rise in
Progressive
progressivism,
Party,
i.e., banning APAC money,
you know,
banning corporate PAC
you
money,
know,
abolishing
you
ICE,
know you are not honest.
making free healthcare, overturning citizens.
You know you are
United.
not honest.
All of those are progressive. Yes, we are.
You know you
we're
are not
gonna be
honest. You are not
progressive.
serious. You know
Guess
you are
what?
not honest.
Guess
You are
what?
not serious.
Republicans and Trump are all going to be impeached and arrested when we get.
But if you want to change America, you have to change your way of seeing things because America is not look and when you talk about the Democrat, the progressive, are not the one who didn't want the black to vote? You don't know the Democrat Party is the one who bring the
Liberal
KKK?
Republicans are the ones who freed the slaves. Liberal, keep in mind. And then there was a party shift. Progressives are the ones
Party
who gave
shift?
people of progressives are the ones who gave people the right to vote, women the right to vote, people of color the right to vote. Progressives are the ones who are accepting of the LGBTQIA plus community, the missing and murdered indigenous women as well. Republicans kicked out liberal Republicans who were for this, and that's when the party shift happened. And then conservatives and Republicans are for like this white culture in America, blah blah blah, where women only give birth and they stay at home, they can't work. In fact, people like Nick Fuentes, far right, are advocating for women not to have the right to vote.
Anyway, between me and you, if you think America is the worst country, you should leave. Unless
I never said it was the worst country. I just said it wasn't the best country because you have no metric to prove otherwise. Moving on to the next guest. If you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. There's over 70 people in here on both YouTube and TikTok. Make sure you guys start double tapping that phone screen. If you want to support the Slime Rise, like I said, I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. W's in the chat for Izzy for the gift 7% prior. I appreciate you. And if you guys want to support this live stream, check out my link tree in the bio where you can find all my other social media, my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Substack, all of them, as well as a Buy Me a Coffee link, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Not obligated, but greatly appreciated. It helps me buy my morning coffee and helps me do these streams. How's it going, D-Sport Trump? Moving on to the next cast. I'm full of it. Good job. And you got your sources from Reddit. How's it going, D-Sport Trump? Hello?
Are you fucking kidding me? You bring all these fucking clowns up asking.
You sound far
Dude,
away.
what are you? Yeah,
Can you
what
get
are you?
closer to
What are
your
you
mic?
doing?
Are
I'm
you a
here.
Trump
What are you
supporter?
doing? Hell no. These guys are up here with false information, and he's sitting there talking about how Obama gave money back. It's because the sanctions was up. He had to give the money back.
Plus, Trump is doing the
Everyone that
same
comes
thing.
up
Yeah.
here, no, Trump is trying to give $300 billion to them. Obama gave $1.7 billion. It's way
Yes, it was
fucking worse.
frozen bank accounts in South Korea where the
Yes,
sanctions were
it was
lifted.
frozen. But why didn't you tell him that?
I
You're
did.
letting these people come up here and say things that are
Chat,
unfalse.
Chat, I said
And
that the sanctions were lifted. That's the reason why I
well,
said that.
the last few. Why is
Listen,
the
I
border
appreciate you coming
secure?
up here. I said that the sanctions were lifted. Did I not? I said that. I'm like 99% sure I said that. How's it going, D-Sport Trump?
Bro, what's up?
D-Sport Trump.
How you doing?
I'm good, D-Sport Trump.
Before I answer you, could I see your gaming chair, bro? That's cool, bro. Like, actually, no.
I don't know what you can see. I just got it from Amazon.
Oh, you get it from Amazon.
Yeah. If you shook me up, I don't think you're a Trump supporter. I said that the was lifted his bank
Yo, can you hear me?
sanctions. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Why do you support Trump?
So well, first there's like many reasons why I support Trump. So I'm from Venezuela, and what he did for us was very good. Also, what he's doing for the Iranian people, and he's going to do it now with the Cubans. And yeah, he has really good like bad effects. Yeah, the Epstein files, all that. But just trust me, if he would have been a pedophile, if there wouldn't have been real evidence.
But
Yeah, trust me, if he raped children, he would have been in a court case right now, sitting down with the judge, being convicted of a felony, or not a felony,
support him?
across a crime.
Would you support him if he raped children?
No, but there's no pure evidence
Would
that he
you
raped
support him
children.
if he raped a woman?
No.
Donald Trump raped a woman, determined by a civil
Yeah,
court.
he got trialed for raping a woman. He was never guilty.
He was found guilty in a civil court.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Then he wasn't.
He was.
Well, either way, from him and Kamala, trust me, I would have
Either way,
a lot more.
rape is bad, but
Trust me, I know rape is bad, but he never raped a woman.
he did.
Mm. Well, for what he did for my country, and he's doing with other countries now, I find it really good. And
So why
trust me,
wouldn't
if
you vote
Kamala
for him if
was
he raped
never,
a child, but you still vote for him if he raped a woman?
no, I wouldn't vote for him.
Then you don't support Trump.
I still do, because I
Even
know he
though he
didn't
raped
rape
a
a
woman?
person.
Have you seen the court
He didn't
document?
he didn't get pled guilty.
Yes, he did.
Nope.
Mr. Trump sexually abused Miss Carroll. Yes. Now you're gonna say why is it not rape and why is it sexual abuse? It's because at the time New York had their laws to where rape was a male member penetrating a female member, and at the time, rape via fingers was not considered rape. But we know colloquially it was rape. We know that he forcefully penetrated Jean Carroll's vagina with his fingers, and we both understand that's rape. So in order for you to talk to me, you have to be in the app. It says right here, Mr. Trump sexually abused Miss Carroll. Yes, this was in
Yeah,
a
not
jury
rape.
night.
Defamation and sexually abuse.
I just explained why it's not rape and why it's sexual abuse. The
It
reason why
doesn't.
wasn't
It doesn't matter. There's no proof evidence that he genuinely raped her.
there is proof that it was rape.
Legally, no.
Yes.
Well, either way, what he's doing for countries and what he's doing for other countries, I find that very good. And I know that wouldn't happen. And
Rape is bad, but crazy. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to hop off. I was on for 2 hours and a half. I don't know why I got on that long. I appreciate you guys for being here over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up. As always, hit that notification. All we do these lives every single day over here on TikTok. Make sure to follow if you haven't already. We post the live. I guess we're already about to end. So make sure to just hit the follow button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Have a great night. Take care. I appreciate